Hi everyone, back with more Honkai Star Rail. Excited to see what else this game has, and I'm determined, like crazy, to actually finish off and get the dailies. I've been trying to get it for too damn long. Oh man, it's download. Shoot, I should have checked this before I started streaming. Oh well. Now, at least it's downloading pretty fast. Yay! It's done! Let's go! Okay. Right, I wanted to talk to the character because apparently there's new dialogue and stuff. Oh, back so soon. We almost didn't make it back. It seems this world is a very dangerous place, too. Ever since the Astral Express embarked on this journey, every world contaminated by the Stellaron has been problematic. Before the three of you boarded the Express, Welt, I, and someone else were adventuring together. It was the same back then as well. We would slowly trailblaze new worlds, find the Stellaron, and clear a path. No matter what world we were on, some difficulties remained constant. Misunderstanding caused by communication, enmity caused by cultural differences, and enemies with malicious intentions. But there is always something new. Keep up the good work, Stell. You never mentioned these things before. I want to hear about your past. You still got work to do. As for me, I've got to maintain the Express while it is parked. We can take a long break after we're done with this world. Come find me if you're still interested then. There's something I want to ask. Ask away, Stell. I will always have time for you. About companions, you want to understand more about the Nameless? Sure, I'll keep it short. What? About Himiko, me? I don't have an interesting past. Long before I was born, the Astral Express crashed onto my world. I found it when I was still young. From then on, my life became closely bound to it. It took me ages to repair the Express and board it to travel the stars. It was the wish of the Express and my dream to set sail through the unknown sea of stars. About Welt. Welt, he may appear to be a kind old man, but deep inside he's still a strapping youth with a hopeful heart. Don't tell him I said that though. When we first met Welt, he and his friends were drifting through space. The Express saved the two of them. Welt is still trying to find a way back home to a planet I've never heard of. However, it seems he's more interested in going on adventures. It's been a while since I've heard him mention going home. About Dan Heng. It wouldn't be right of me to talk about Dan Heng without his permission, but it seems he has some enemies after him. He boarded the Astral Express by coincidence and stayed because he had nowhere else to go. Now he is the biologist and overseer of the databank on the Express. It's strange, with how much he likes to read, I'm surprised he doesn't like to talk with Madame Herta. If you want to know more, ask him yourself. About March 7th. Despite her cheerful demeanor, March is very anxious inside. When the Express found her, she was sealed in an enormous piece of six-faced ice. It took Welt a lot of work to get her back to the Express. Not long after, the six-faced ice melted and vanished before our eyes. March couldn't remember anything when she woke up. The people on the Express have at least a place to call home, but that's not the case for her. She doesn't have anywhere to return to outside of the Express. Lately, she's been getting more proactive, but I believe she's only trying to cover up her fear of a superficial happiness. I have another question about the Express. Oh, you want to know more about the Express? I'm glad. After all, it's an important companion of ours. About the history of the Express. The Astral Express was a tool created by Archivili the Trailblaze, who used it to transport themselves and the Nameless across the galaxy. It is rumored that there are other vehicles like it, but the Express has no such records. What happened? Why is suddenly... When I found the Express, its memory had been severely damaged, with much of its valuable information lost. All I know is that the Express is an aspect of creation built by Archivili themselves and used to travel the cosmos. As for how it was built and how it was damaged, I do not have an answer. About where the Express is hidden. The Express is traveling on a route that the Trailways once embarked on. The names of some destinations have been lost, but the first and final stops were both at Pagana, Archivili's home world. We speculate the Astral Express started its journeys from Pagana, stopping at each destination along the way before returning there for its next journey. However, the appearance of the Stellarons has caused a delay at each stop. About the Express's source of power... Oh, I've read this one though. About Archivili... Yeah, I've read some of these. Maybe I have actually... These aren't new dialogue options. Yeah, I definitely remember reading this. Okay, nope. I don't have any more questions. Let's go talk to Welt. You should record anything interesting you come across during your adventures. In the end, they might just become important points of conversation. There's something I want to ask you. What do you want to know? I will do my best to answer your question. Companions, about everyone express. We want to know about Himiko. Haha, blah 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 blah. Yeah, I've definitely asked about this. Okay then. I guess there is no new dialogue. Let's put in the new records, I guess. And can I use this yet? Long wait for the blade's edge. Guess not. Okay, World Beyond claim. How many wishes do I have? Oh, sorry, real pass. Not enough. What's this? Oh, mail. Ooh, another 10 pool? Ooh. Sure, let's do it. Seal. Let's get, yeah. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Nope, I didn't get her. Oh, I got a new character. Who's that? Shit. How do I view details? Damn it. Okay, never mind. Where is she? What'd I get? What'd I get? What'd I get? Hela. Oh. I got her. Interesting. Okay, let's equip a light cone, I guess. Oh, I can refine this. Sorry, superinfos. Still forgetting all the new stuff. I'll superimpose that as well. Did I accidentally unlock this one? No, I didn't, thank goodness. Okay, this one's maxed out. Actually, no, I'll put this thing on her first. Equip. Okay. Oh, I can get a new trace thingy for her. Yep. No one else can activate that, right? Oh, who's this? Who's that? Oh, Serval, nice. Who's this? I didn't see Asta. Ting Yun missing shit. Hook done. March done. Done. Okay, let's actually go and properly level some of these stuff up, I guess. Details, superimpose. And the other new one is that black hole looking thing, which is already done, so yeah, the rest is all gonna get used to enhance this. Or not. Okay, now I see stuff. Man, how do I use these ones? Anyway, let's go to Jarillo-VI Boulder Town and look for wildfire.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Yeah, I bet everything from the shop I can't remember. That's not X. Oh, right, this is the special shop. I need more. Alright then.
Old Oleg isn't here either? Where is everyone?
So you're leading us on another wild goose chase?
I wouldn't dare! Trust me, we're getting close.
Huh? What's that huge structure in the distance?
Oh, that's the furnace core. It's the pillar that connects the underworld and the overworld. People used to travel up and down that thing, but then...
Then what?
It's a long story. In any case, practically nothing moves up or down anymore.
Except you.
Oh, come on, my dear fellow. I thought we weren't going to discuss this. I beg you, the fewer rumors there are about me, the better.
So that's interesting. Right, wait, I should teleport over faster. Oh, there's no teleport waypoints over there. Oh, I am. Run.
Zeal's usually always out on patrol here.
There's just these secret lamp or street lamp.
What's Wildfire up to?
Oh, Seal is part of
Are they
Wildfire?
avoiding me?
Interesting. Also, wait, hang on. I got a new team, right? Sorry, new character. I have no idea what. Oh, she is ice. Alright, I'll swap then. As for you, do I hand level you up or not? I can't. Sweet. Ooh, what's happening? That's Bronya.
Hey, look! Who is that?
Is that Bronya?
It looks like she's in trouble.
My friends, don't just stand there. This drama doesn't need any more bystanders.
Oh? You know, it might be interesting to see you get in trouble.
We should avoid attracting too much attention. We can't just leave her.
Samples right. Wait, no. This is 7 this right? Does anyone have popcorn? I want to go for the troll answer.
I was kidding. And get your own opinion.
Ah.
I agree with Don Hung. We can't just leave her to the bullies.
Well said. The young lady is wise and righteous.
Let's help her.
All right, princess. Let's dispense with the pleasantries.
Oh shit.
You dare attack someone on our turf? Well, how about a few rounds with me?
Oh shit. Seifielder.
Darn it! Quick, disperse!
Spineless thugs.
Mizila, phew. It's a good thing you showed up when you did. My heartfelt thanks. These vagrants have got some nerve looking for trouble in Wildfire Terra.
Shut it, Sampo. This is you written all over it.
Lol.
Wildfire has countless issues on its plate right now. We don't need a side order of Koski. I hear Silvermane Guard is paying the Underworld a visit. Is that you?
You kidnapped me and brought me to the underground. What is the meaning of this?
Listen to her. What is the meaning of this? She still thinks she's an overworld princess. Do you know what's become of us down here while you live the easy life? Did you even consider the fate of the Underworlders?
The Silvermane Guards aren't living the easy life. We are constantly engaged with the enemy, defending Belobog from the scourge of attacking monsters and protecting all those above and below the surface.
Do you even hear yourself? You protect the underground? Redeploying every guard to the surface? Sealing off the only passageway? Protecting the so-called architects, more like it.
The Madam Guardian has her reasons.
Enough talk. You're coming with me. Chief Oleg wants to see you, and he's got more than a few questions.
Perfect, Mizila. We were just on our way to pay Chief Oleg a visit ourselves. Room for a few more?
Fully booked. Who are they?
I'm Stel.
What good is your name by itself?
Well, it's like this. The chief's in the market for specific talent. An urgent request, so I'm taking them to see him.
We're looking for a Stellaron. It's the source of all the disasters here. If we find it, we can...
I would recommend you not recite your story to everyone you meet. Mizila won't understand it anyway, so let's save it for the chief, huh?
You're right. I don't understand it. And I don't plan on passing the message on either. Wildfire's encountered trouble at the Great Mine. The chief's busy. If you really want to find him, come look for me at the mine entrance. I'm leaving.
Trailblaze mission. Once fallen into the abyss. Continue after reaching Trailblaze level 14. Stay tuned. Complete missions, clearing calyxes, and trying out simulated universe are all greatly increasing your Trailblaze level. Daily train. Oh, I finally got daily missions. Thank you. Complete one daily mission, level any character at one time. I just fucking... Assignments, okay.
Noise.
Okay. Oh, I can... These are expeditions, I see. Sure. Destruction of the Destroyer. Oh, elemental beast? That's interesting. Oh, I can farm materials? That is awesome. Oh, I can do 2. Well, I'll go for the money stuff then because... Right, character stuff then because, yeah. Okay, I'll go do simulated universe then, I guess. Crack up conch. It's not scary to know there are people better than you. What's scary is that they even work harder than you. Youngster, how can you sleep at night while knowing that other people are doing so much better than you? The world has no magical conch shells, nor does it rain credits. You are not the chosen one. So if you want something, work hard for it. I'm I'm curious. I'm offended. You think you're funny? Hurt up Panopticon system. This is a kind reminder from security sensor. Please stay alert to anonymous messages sent from unknown sources and exercise extreme caution when reading any such information as it may be fraudulent. If you need help, don't hesitate to reach out to the Space Station Security Department. Sent to all, please don't reply. How do I unsubscribe? Oh, new mission? Damn, I'm getting a lot of stuff. Okay, let's go check the rest of these out. Lei, are you alright? Why don't you text back? Wrong number? Oh, sorry, but whoever's reading this, please tell Lei when you meet her that Rocky will be waiting for her at the space station. So who's Lei? Hmm? Another mission, alright. Berta. Upgrade is done, come test. Oh, this is the... Bag me. I can't believe it's actually nice. Alright. Nameless Honor, what's that? Ooh, pretty. Okay, I guess I'll activate it. Oh, it's the battle pass. Freck. Why did he call it Nameless Honor? That's weird. Anyway, I have a bunch of quests now, don't I? Let's do the daily mission first. Civilian Society Reagan is looking for help. Person is influenced on temper for meeting him. It's pretty surprising and just go back to the surface.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Oh, wait, no, the time didn't change. You lied to me. You have anything new to say? Okay. Speak with Regin at the Golf Hotel. I remember this idiot. I'm onto something. I know it. Ah, dang it. Dang it. It got away again. It's all your fault. Oh, it's you. Do you need something? Just passing by. Please continue. We're used to thinking of time as something that flows and space as something static. But what if everything was the other way around? Perhaps it's space that moves while time is the one that's set in stone. Remain silent. Shh. Oh, you didn't say anything. Then don't just show up like that and break my train of thought. I just caught sight of the magnificence of the universe gushing towards me, about to pour out her great wisdom into my equally great mind when you interrupted me. Aren't you being a bit too dramatic? And you're being really unenlightened. Wait a minute, aren't you that meddler who loves to get involved in other people's business? Well, you're in luck as I do need a helper right now. Is it dangerous? I'm not yet ready to sacrifice for science. Are you even qualified to make any sacrifice? Anyway, don't worry about it, it's no big deal at all. Besides, it was you who interrupted my train of thought, potentially ruining the birth of a groundbreaking scientific theory or even jeopardizing the very future of space science itself. Don't you think it's only fair that you make amends by helping me now? Check out this paper of mine on the theory about the big universe time tunnel. This groundbreaking research should have been studied by the Supreme Guardian and applied to the research and development of our world. But those pencil-pushing bureaucrats are always trying to make trouble for me. I just need your help with this very simple thing. Give this thesis to the Supreme Guardian, let her see what I have achieved. Why don't you go yourself? Those cronies who do nothing but make fun of me, it's all because of their corruption that I'm in this debacle to begin with. How shameful. I am still a wanted criminal, right? I'm supposed to just walk up to an officer like this? Okay. Oh, is it that one administrative lady just hanging around?
Come around and have a look.
So if we go back in, so yeah, I knew it, Mania. You again, I just said I'm on break, fine. So I exactly want to know I have this thesis here. So you want to give a thesis to the Supreme Guardian. It's impossible to hand it over directly to the Supreme Guardian. But handing over public research results for auditing by the appropriate authorities is well within the rules. I need some details about you. What school did you graduate from? This guy is my alma mater. Okay, thanks for that. Let me see. Level of education, semi-literate. In your case, as a researcher with no formal education, we also need to answer a question to prove that your thesis is worthy of the Ministry of Education's regulator's time. Don't be nervous, it's a very basic question. Here it is. Which are there more, prime numbers or natural numbers? Natural? I see, I thought as much. Come back when you can actually answer this question, and after that you can show me your masterpiece. Don't even bother complaining since I don't make the rules. If I make an exception for you, I'm the one getting punished. Tell Regin the bad news. Oh, boo-hoo, Regin. Your thing got denied. Ooh, tram! I wanna ride it. I just got flashbacks to Twilight Town and KH2. I'm onto something, I know it. Blah 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 about these theses. Oh right. Oh yes, that's right. What of it? Has the paper been submitted yet? Like, you never. You're gatekeeping me with a stupid riddle. You've been blocked too? That's alright, and it's not your fault. Those bureaucrats have so little respect for the sciences. But that's alright, miseryless company. As a scientist, I've had to swallow a bitter pill over the years. I'm guessing you're the same? Wait a minute, did you just say that they posed you a question? Quick, hit me with it. Tell Regin about Mania's question. What? Is that it? You can't even answer this basic question? The same! You're the same! If I knew you lacked such basic knowledge from the start, why I told you should have gone yourself. Can you blame me for that? If it weren't for my relationship with them. Nope, I can't keep shroom any longer. Go back. You go back right now and tell them the correct answer. Right in their face. I have the right to say no. Come on, quit dawdling. Every second you stay here, the more they'll suspect you're cheating. For the sake of the big universe time tunnel theory, please help me do it once more. You're so irritating. God. There's no close waypoint either. Steal yourself and look for Mania once again. So, wait, what are natural numbers? I haven't...
Come around and have a look.
You again, I just said on blah 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 blah, the same. Huh? What are you talking about? The answer to that question was the same. Question? Which question? Ah, now I remember. Didn't I send you packing last time? What are you doing back here bugging me again? Please help me out. Help me one last time. This guy's a real stalker and a pain in the behind. Alright then, I'll bend the rules for you just this once, but you have to guess it right, okay? Let me see then. The prime numbers or natural numbers, which are there more of, is the first question, right? The right answer is, hang on a sec. Same. Well, how about that? Yeah, correct. Okay, I just can't go back. I can't just go back on the promise that I made, can I? So I'll apply to the Ministry of Education with your thesis then. Run along then and wait for my news. We'll notify you when ready. Yay, I did the daily thing. Ooh, more stuff. Obtain victory, clear golden calorie. I'll go do that. Which one do I want? Well, I need to level a character. Well, since I need to level... Okay, since it appears I need to level a character every day. You know, I'm just gonna do 6. Screw it. Well, since I need to level a character every day, I might as well keep one character very underleveled so that I can just throw random levels onto them.
Division! Break!
Ready for another? Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Cool.
Rules are made to be broken.
Why is she so timid?
The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Oh gosh, she's playing nice.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Rules are made to be broken.
Yay, that was fast. Okay. New feature available, synthesize. You can remote control the Omni synthesizer via your phone to rapidly synthesize materials. Oh, is that the alchemy table then? Oh man, the menu's massive. Okay, I got recipes. Wait, didn't I get a bunch of recipes? Why can't I just... Oh, garbage is used on that? Ah, I should not have eaten it. I'm a dumbass. Okay, what achievement did I get? Inflict 5 ice weakness breaks in a single battle. Inflict weakness breaks 4 times. Okay, I need a really strong enemy for that one. Tutorials. Into Astral Guide. Claim. Obtain victory in combat with support characters 1 time. And 500 is the max. Oh, so I don't actually need to level up characters anytime. Can I re-enter? Oh, I can. It says I need a support character, so let's switch out Hook. Yeah, sure. Level 30.
The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
You won't get away.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
So did that count? Oh, I sent a friend request. Shoot. Oh well. Claim. And that should be the dailies done, right? I don't think claiming more stuff is going to get me more stuff. Oh, I need to earn 3,500 points a week. Can I send anyone? Trailblaze level 15. What level am I? 14. I'm so close. Consume 150 Trailblaze power. Oh. You know what? Where's the other Calyx thing? I'll burn the others. Another 60 on this then. That should give me 130. I need to burn another 20 somewhere.
It'll take more than that.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
made to be broken.
The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
Yeah. Rules are made to be broken.
Careless. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Here I come!
Yeah.
Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack. Here I come!
The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Yeah. Rules are made to be broken.
Yay, alright. I need to do 2 more, so... Challenge.
Fighting is meaningless. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
Yeah.
Here I come!
Yeah. Rules are made to be broken.
Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack. Here I come!
Okay. Yay, fuck. Alright, let's go. What's Stagnant Shadow? 5 more times. Echo of War. Synthesize consumable 10 times. Alright, whatever, a lot of crap off. At least there's no like people giving special recipes and stuff, I guess. Okay, what else can I do? Synthesize done. What else is my phone beeping me about? Oh, there's too much menus. Okay, thank you gift. Oh yeah, I got this, alright. Let's go do simulated universe, I guess. Official version of simulated universe. Forget about the previous beta versions. There are a lot of changes. You want me to give you the patch notes? Just say them out loud to me. You have zero manners. Firstly, Stefan has made significant adjustments to the gameplay loop. According to him, the objective of each phase is even clearer. I don't really get it. Just because I'm a genius doesn't mean I understand gaming, so whatever he says goes. This version offers a higher degree of freedom. You can mix and match your team, choosing from a variety of blessings, and there are even random events to guarantee you a unique experience every time. Finally, there's a new mechanic that helps you to better pretend to be Archivili. Something the matter? No, I talked about all that before. Okay then, simulated universe. Let's do one. Voila, the official simulated universe. The real game begins now. Official game contains multiple explorable worlds with progressive difficulty. All the fun features will be gradually unlocked. Look here, you earn points each time you clear a stage. The rewards for the last 2 clears are all here. Rewards and points here will be refreshed weekly. Okay, oh, what's the last one? How do I see? How do I see? I don't know what that is. Damn. I'll go and explore World 1. I'm sure you'll find some stuff you've never seen before. How many worlds are there? 6. And the Herta store is empty for now. Okay, I guess. First time clear. Ooh. Explore the domain to earn points that can be exchanged for rewards. Trailblaze EXP, Stellar Jade. Now you can choose from people you know to join your team. Their abilities are consistent with your perception of them in reality. If you are fully prepared, then push this button. It will teleport you into World 1. Well, physical, wind. Ice. I'm a healer. Which one of these heals again? I don't think any of them. Okay, I'll just do this then. Actually, no. Shields. Okay. Oh, there's a recommended type. So, whatever the hell, quantum? I guess that's it. Cache character data. Let's just go. I can't believe they put a roguelike into Honkai Star Rail. That's insane. While exploring the simulated universe, cosmic fragments can be obtained. 50 cosmic fragments are gifted at the start of each exploration. During exploration, consuming cosmic fragments will require extra help. After completing at least one domain in the simulated universe in the life cycle, you can select one blessing of Trailblaze upon re-entry into the simulated universe. Let's get cosmic fragments. More coins is always nice. Hey, I think I just broke the game because I could go backwards. Yeah, okay, so this door is locked. Wait, where? What's up? Blessings that have not been unlocked have been marked to help you collect them. Appropriate rewards will be provided when the index is unlocked. So I guess I have not collected any of these. Ah, no, I'm confused. Destructible objects in the simulated universe to earn a random number of cosmic fragments, restore HP or Okay, cool. Sup. Clock you on the back of the head.
The sanctuary is but a vision.
Who will it be? Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Yeah, buff me. Buff me. I don't have any of them. I'll just choose a random one then. You are weak to me again.
Watch this awesome move!
Rules are made to be broken.
Oh, I would have saved that for the next round. When in doubt, just choose the first one. Oh, what's the map look like? That's quite a lot. Yeah. Oh, come on, you're not gonna let me run? Okay, then High Void Ranger.
Sanctuary is but a vision.
Oh, wait, he's
Oh, let's see.
tough. I'm gonna attempt to do a
Let's make it
ball
quick.
weakness break on him.
I've no interest in conflict.
No manners, huh? Tough luck running into me!
You're the one being targeted. Do on you instead of Asta.
You can't run!
Fighting is meaningless.
What does bounce do?
My turn! Here!
Let's go. Let's make it quick.
I've no interest in conflict.
Phew! Try that again! You're annoying!
Let's go.
Fighting is meaningless.
No, he's gonna die, I think. That didn't help. Okay, I think this one looks fun. Domain Respite. Why is Herta in here? Oh, all the curios are gone. That's... Herta's puppet appears in the simulated universe. Having only communicated with you via voice before, it's a little surprising to see her manifesting like this. She looks at you expressionlessly. This is a resting area, giving you a place to catch your breath in an otherwise scary simulated universe. We hope you can restore your health, resurrect your team, buy equipment, and enhance your blessings here. Herta says irresponsibly. You can enhance blessings with me, and as for the other functions, you can find them in the room itself. Enhance blessing? Herta replies flippantly. As the game master, I can make your blessings stronger, or even make earth-shattering changes to them. At the price of paying cosmic fragments. What's the point in collecting those otherwise? Now then, let's begin. Open the enhance screen. You can enhance obtained blessings here. Blessings will become stronger each after enhancing. Naturally, you have to pay for it. Cosmic fragments are required to enhance blessings, and each blessing can only be enhanced once. Well, I'm gonna enhance the strongest one then. Do I still have cash? Oh, I still have cash. Also, this allows me to adjust teams. So let's download the character. Wait, she joins the team? Where? Oh, okay. So I can download to swap around and play with stuff. I see. I should not have downloaded the same element. You are weak to wind, so...
This will strengthen our position.
Well, be alpha because I got 4
Are
outs
made
charged
to be
up.
broken.
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing. Watch this awesome move.
The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
That was fun. Okay, ooh, 150 base chance for all enemies. Doesn't mean they all get frozen then? Clock you on the back of your head.
Who will it be?
The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Which Marsh would put more like shields on them? Ooh, I like that one.
The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Who will it be? Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing. Cute! Watch this awesome move.
Oh, okay, so I think I already have these two. Let's collect this one then. Domain occurrence. Approach that spot of light. Go on, test out this new plating. Stephen Lloyd's idea. You see a man about 30 years old with an unremarkable experience, wearing a white shirt and brown suspenders. His eyes wander while he speaks as if avoiding something. I wanted to add some random events to this game to make it more fun, but I think the brainwave reader's on the fritz. So now the events you encounter will be a little more monotonous. Sorry about that. What are you talking about? Like, he stutters without looking at you. Like, this is a random event now. I wrote some templates, but the simulation currently doesn't have any way of converting them to content, so you will just see the following. After speaking, the man disappears, and a line of wood materializes where he was standing. You have encountered a random event. Select. Give me some cosmic fragments. Yeah, that's how monotonous. The man says as if he is genuinely sorry. Alright, I understand. Hopefully very soon. Man says earnestly, I really want you to have a good time, really. Once again, I'm really sorry about that. I guess the answer is supposed to be when it would be fixed. Finish. Defeat the boss enemy. I don't even get a chance to upgrade. Oh, it's a respite. Nice. Okay. Download. Why not? Herta. You encounter Herta, uncaring. She looks at you expressionlessly. Congratulations, well done on getting here. Herta responds carelessly. You can use up all your cosmic fragments here to enhance your blessings. You won't get another chance to use them otherwise. Open a hunt screen. Well, what's the best way to maximize? All in, let's go. I have no clue what I'm doing. Okay, also, what's the boss like? Can I not check what the boss is like? Huh. Oh well then. Weak to wind.
This will strengthen our position.
Found your weak.
Also, that's what it does. Oh, it's a good thing then, because I randomly pressed it.
Who will it be?
Very much so.
Rules are made to be broken.
The sanctuary is but a vision.
Did he just use his wind on the non-wind? God, the auto is stupid.
It'll take more than that.
Who will it be?
Here! Try that again!
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Watch this awesome move!
Ooh, I got an achievement.
Go away!
Oh no, Asta.
The sanctuary is but a vision.
Phew!
Thank you for
Rules
finally putting on the
are
shield.
made to be broken.
Who will it be?
You can't run! Watch this awesome move! Here!
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Oh, Asta is Mona. I just made that connection because they're both astrology-based characters.
Phew!
A good force. The moment I thought Asta was gonna die before this world ends.
You can't run!
World
Stars
complete.
will always remember us.
Oh cool, and I get to board the train as I exit. A room of one's own. Yeah, Hertabon, what the hell is that? Oh, okay. How's your experience with the official version? If you find it easy, you can go challenge the next world. Apparently, it's more difficult with stronger enemies. Squirrelum said that, according to his model, you'd have a 60% chance of losing the first time, but it's not like you actually lose anything. You'll clear it sooner or later. This is feeling more and more like a real game. What are you talking about? Our goals haven't changed. Now run off and get ready. Lol. So did I level up? Because I see a bunch of exclamation marks. That's Nameless Glory. Alright, this thing. Holy crap, that feels expensive. But I probably get real passes, don't I? Yeah, I do. What's this? Tracks of Destiny. Advanced level up material for tracers. What? Oh! I can do my last 10 pulls! Holy shit. Wait, why my health all still so... Never mind. Universe in a nutshell. Okay, makes sense. Room of one's own. Yep. Character has 5 or more buffs. Okay. Warp. Let's do the last 10 pull. Goodbye, beginner banner. Oh, it is a 5-star. What am I gonna get? Who am I gonna get? Who am I gonna get? Who am I gonna get? Oh, I was like, what? That's not a character. I forgot I did a 10 pull. Alright, where is the character? Where is the Su Shang. Oh, you know, that's a 4-star, not a 5-star. Oh, I got 2 characters on this. No. Oh, I got Bailu. I got Space Chi-Chi. Oh my gosh. Oh, I need to take a screenshot of this. Hang on. This is awesome. I got Space Chi-Chi. Yay. I'm so happy. I'm gonna send this to everyone now. Oh my god. I can't believe, wait, that actually means, holy shit. That actually means that both of my first 5-star characters in Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact are the lowly healer characters. This is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me just re-pull up everything again, cause yeah. Oh, this is so hilarious. Oh, I can't believe it. Do I have enough? Nope. Oh, this is so funny. And I still don't have any of the other elements. She's physical, that's electric. What did I achieve? Obtain 10 characters. Obtain 20. Huh. Wait, what's the... obtain 5 5-star relics from the Omni Synthesizer. What? Are these relics? Don't think so. Anyway, okay, so I don't actually need to level up. Cool. Ascend any character. Hell yeah, I'm ascending some of them. Wait, hang on. I see thinking. Oh, they have the same thing as Genshin. But if I ascend them, I get rewards. Nice. Do I want to do that? Hang on. Yeah. And I'll level up by Lu as well because I love healer characters. Yes, I would like to select. Oh, that's dumb. Okay, light cone. Sure. Oh, it's a healer based one as well. Nice. Oh wait, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Hang on. I wanted to go to the new one. Yeah, her. And put a light cone on as well. Okay. And I got, yeah, I should ascend these. Sorry. Overlay? Superimpose. Okay, that one's maxed out. That one's maxed out. This one's gonna get maxed out. The one. Man, a bunch of them. Okay, and I should be able to ascend, right? Reach equilibrium level 1. How do I level up equilibrium now? Yeah, might as well send them all because it increases all the stats. I can't send that yet. Damn, how am I gonna find it? Where did I get relics from? Anyway, that's not the. There we go. The faint star. Young researcher named Rocky. Oh, he wants to. Yeah, okay. I know him. He's like right outside.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Should I make it witty? Nah, maybe sentimental is better. Elegance? Well, I probably shouldn't use idioms in a poem. Should I use dark silk or white gown here? It's hurting my brain. What are you doing? Oh, I'm just writing a poem. Can't you see the drafts on the desk? Oh, your interruption reminds me. How come Leslie still hasn't replied to my letters after all those poems I sent her? Who's Leslie? Oh, Leslie's a prominent researcher in the Department of Insight, the only scholar who has visited the abundant segmentum this Amber era. You sure she has time for you? Of course she does. Ever since Leslie left, we've been communicating on and off through the galaxy airwave with Peter. She will never ignore me even though we are tens of thousands of light years away. This is the only time she hasn't replied to me. I confessed my love for her in my last letter. I usually just talk to her about the types of rocks and mud we see in the Department of Galactic Geography. Rat. Show some respect to your own discipline, will you? I really don't understand why Leslie stopped answering me after I confessed my love for her. We used to chat about a lot of things, from which of the 101 Eon instruments in the Department of Insights require Gun's beard to, and about how to use the astral rods to examine the quality of soil, thus determining the rise and fall of the inhabitants of the planets. All these responses! Bro, you're very rude. Nah. Ghosting you might just be her way of rejection. That's impossible. If she were to reject me, why would she talk to me so much? Besides, during the communication where I confessed my love, she told me about a spectacular starquake. Think about it, a star died. Most people would try to hide, but not my Leslie. Not only did she get to first-hand observational data, she even saved a galaxy hitchhiker who almost died. You have no idea how happy she sounded in her reply. Even the airwave repeater signal was cheerful. Whenever I receive a reply from her, I can't help but picture the smile on her face and I carved on a rock. Before the Legion invasion, I had a bunch of rocks all lined up in a row on my desk. Unfortunately, they went missing in the chaos. Reckless romance. It's detrimental to your research. Anyway, there is no sign that she's going to reject me. If I don't receive her reply within the usual time frame, it means there must be something wrong with the Galaxy Airwave Repeater. In my investigation, I found out that a group of Legion monsters occupy the area where the signals are transmitted. Can you help me find out what happened? Can you help me find out what happened to the Airwave Repeater? My master wouldn't let me go. Don't help him. All he thinks about is the Airwave Repeater. He hasn't done any proper work for more than 10 days. Shame on you. Might as well get him off this chest. A bunch of hooligans. Don't listen to my master. If you had time to listen to him, you would have found the Galaxy Airwave Repeater already. Listen, the Airwave Repeater is next to the disposal site. It's a massive warehouse for storing discarded curios. If you can resume our communications, I promise I'll reward you by inviting you to be our bridesmaid. Lol. Oh, this is the new text stuff. Space Station Love Poems. Yes. That's a lot. You read the poems I sent to Leslie. What do you think? They are pretty cringy. They stink. Don't mind my master. These poems stick my mind. You don't look like those dull researchers around the space station. I'm sure you understand how I feel. I haven't looked. Oh, that's unfortunate. Take a look when you have time. Give me some suggestions if you know a thing or two. But just like what I said, it doesn't matter how these poems are. First, I need to be able to send them out. So please help me fix the repeater. Okay, wait. I got a new message from Asta. If it's not too much trouble, could you come over for a chat? Oh, Stel, you said you're back at the space station? There's something I can only ask you about. Not too much. No need to... Oh, I have a bad feeling about this. No, it's not anything weird. I just need to discuss something with you in person. Since it's kind of embarrassing to talk about it over messaging. I'll be waiting for you at the usual spot. Please hurry. Anyway, find the repeater in the storage zone. Yeah, I kind of thought it would be there, but okay, no, I know this is a storage zone. I thought it would be there. Level rewards. Hey, Pom. Where you at? Oh, we're back on the space station as well.
Quit being a nuisance!
Fuel. Oh, it's the condensed, no, transient, no, fragile resin. God, my mind is mixing up everything. Ooh, I got another stereo pass. Nice. I need one more. Can I assign any of your fools? Yes, I can. Details. Claim. Let's do a 10 pull, I guess. Ah, I can't send her? Okay. Well, I'm just gonna send everyone I can so I can get the this thing. Man, I don't even know what is needed to ascend what. Okay, what is this? So maybe it's based off what planet they're from? What is that? I guess? I'm still not too sure. Okay, The map said there was another thing I could look. Simulated point rewards. No, that's not it. You can exchange turtle bonds for items here. Take what you need. I don't have enough though, right? Yeah. I want to get these first. Nope, wait, wrong button again. Okay. Ooh, more passes. Nice. Let's do a pool. Another one. Underworld get. So I guess those are the 50-50 banner losses. Wait, hang on. So does that mean that Bailu isn't one of them? Oh no, she is. Maybe? There are 7 characters. Unless there's only 7 5-stars currently. How do I... There we go. View details. That was what I've been wanting to do. Why is that mouse? That's irritating. Oh, so Bailu is a 5-star base. Damn, we start with 7 5-stars in this. As compared to Genshin, which had like what, 4 or 5 people? Anyway, what's the exchange mean? Oh. Paimon shop. I can buy these. Yes. Keep. No, I can't buy yet. Damn it. I still don't know what traces are. Alright, so I'll do 10 more now, and then I'll probably do the other 10 with my friend, because she'll probably want to see. Let's do 110 first. I don't know what I'll get. Nope, normal stuff. Oh, I got Silver Wolf thing? What is that? That's not Silver Wolf, that's someone else. I like boobs. Alright, let's see what else I can superimpose. This one. This one's max, this isn't. Stars max. This one's max, this one isn't. Nothing else is new. Okay. Details. Level up. Jealous, he's jealous. Half of preservation. I have no one else on preservation, do I? Yeah, I only have Marsh, but she has hers already on. Okay. Let's go to this now. Now heal up everyone. It's Pela. Oh. It is the same thing, huh? Nice.
I've no interest in conflict.
The combat report will be ready soon.
This way. Oh, it's over here. Error, abnormal route. Detachment protection activated. Detected. Ultra nickel parts missing. Ultra nickel parts. This airwave repeater is quite old. Luckily, it is right next to the closed disposal pipe where Scarlet Studios are strong. You can find some spare parts. Also, good thing I've already unlocked this entire area then. Item obtained, Ultra Nickel Part. Okay, and the other one's over there. Done. And I'll just kill you as well because I'm bored. You don't attack the wind. Good. Oh, you can't actually see your levels? That's a bit irritating. Anyway, teleporting back's faster. Load part. Confirm. Investigate. Airwave is online. Transmitting airwave has not been detected. If needed, please select the historical signal decoding record that you wish to review. The most recent months, I guess. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, I can see all of them. Next page. No signal decoding record was found during this period. What happened? Rocky also be focused on answer when you want answer. Record is damaged. Are you kidding me? End of historical record. Look up. Airwave termination. Transmission has been detected. Why was the record damaged here? Can I identify life form emotional fluctuation detected? Warning, you entered the full surveillance area of the space station. Please do not conduct any inappropriate behavior towards the repeater. Airwave is offline. Did I punch the thing? Go to the monitoring room. Wait, what's happening? I better check the surveillance and it looks like someone has done something to the repeater. Jealous, he's jealous. Hello, authentication pass. Please choose the surveillance area you want to review. Master control zone shift station. I can't believe the surveillance camera captured Asta and two rarely seen young researchers, but this is not the area I should be investigating. Base storage zone safe zone. Isn't that March 7 and Dan Heng? They look like they are in a hurry to do something. Forget it, the most important thing is to find the surveillance record of the repeater. Base zone, safe zone. During the time captured by the camera, the safe zone and the reception hall hadn't been set up. Curio collection squad is nowhere to be seen, only the wandering monsters of the Legion. Next page. Please choose the surveillance area. Maintenance room. The surveillance footage clearly shows that someone is trapped in the repulsion bridge. Disposal site. Found it at last. Camera only captured the image of a blurry figure from behind. It looks like Bernard. Medical cabin. Injured researchers under medical treatment in the medical cabin. End of observation. Observation ended. Goodbye. Now that I know who that is, let me confront him and find out the truth. Why is... I got an achievement? One animation with technique damage. Oh, that's a thing.
Do you need me to formulate the next plan?
You? I don't know what you're talking about. Young people should spend more time studying instead of wandering around. It's been captured by the security footage. It looks like you fixed the machine. Thanks to you kids, I am worried to death. I damaged the record for Rocky's own good. He's foregone his research because of that, Leslie. Not to mention you have no idea what's happening right now. Leslie. Something happened to her? No, she's safe and sound, and she said yes to Rocky. Yay! But they can't be together. What? Fuck you. Don't interfere in other people's love lives, you dick. Let them handle it themselves. If you think I'm the one being difficult here, you're wrong. Don't get ahead of yourselves. They can't be together. They will never be together. You know why? No, you don't. People rarely understand what a starquake means. With proper protection, a starquake will not cause physical damage to humans. However, the gravitational collapse caused by a starquake will severely change the space-time curvature of the segmentum. For example, the time in Leslie's segmentum was once a straight line like ours, but now it has been pressed into a huge canyon by gravity. Clearly, a curve is always longer than a straight line. Therefore, the time curve of her segmentum is going to cover several times the length when converted to our timeline. Do you even know what that means? Flow of time will be different. It means the velocity of our time is different from hers. Since the starquake, the temporal difference between Leslie and ours will gradually increase. It's even possible that the time it takes for her to reply to arrive will change from 1 month to a year and maybe even 10 years. This isn't just about her message, but everything she does. Until she leaves that normal gravity environment, every month she spends in the galaxy will be equal decades for us. Let's say if Rocky, including us, is living at a point called the present, and in comparison, Leslie, she's living in the future. I used to be a young man once. In my opinion, not being able to be with someone you love is even more cruel than being rejected. Not up for you to decide. If you want to tell him the truth, then tell me, what can he do? After knowing the truth, Rocky will have to wait 10 times longer for a message that should have arrived right away. He would have to live in this lonely presence and wait for the future containing Leslie to finally come to him. But how much time can he spend waiting? Maybe Leslie will finally return to the space station when he is old and decrepit like me. But the flow of time for her is so slow. Maybe at that time she will still be as young as she is today. When that time comes, how are they going to be together? We may transcend space, but time is beyond our reach. You are way too young, you don't understand. Things that require a lot of waiting don't usually end up well. He will never give up if he doesn't know the truth. Nice kids. At first I thought if I damaged the record, take away the parts and blame everything on the monsters, I could help keep Rocky in the hope that one day the repeater will be repaired. Now since you have found out, the decision is up to you. I have 2 signal logs I copied from the repeater, red and blue. Red log contains Leslie's real reply, including the truth about the starquake. To be honest, even I can't imagine what Rocky will do after finding out the truth, given how impulsive he is. Blue log is forged, in which Leslie refuses Rocky. Don't think about this as cruel. This way Rocky won't have to wait for her reply in the future. He can just move on with his life. Let's call these the red pill and the blue pill. Red truth and the blue lie. It's up to you to decide which one you want to give him. Take them and give it some thought. Rocky's waiting for your news. Screw this bastard. I'm just gonna give the red one. Wait, memory bubble? Those things are out? Oh damn. Bubbles are floating in the air with a colorful glow sliding on their surfaces. For some reason, they form an image that seems to carry a profound meaning. You are sure you saw a red sun descending into the snowy mountains and a girl in the road falling under the step of a sword. You have even heard someone softly laughing. Everything is real and it's not in your imagination. Touch the bubble. You extend your arm and your fingertip stops extremely close to the bubble. Nothing happens. Perhaps you should ask for more info from someone who knows what it is. Oh, is this what Asta wants to talk to me about? There's a bunch of them around.
Smart water raises their IQ.
You fix the repeater, I see a holding decoder backup. Say here, which one is for me? I'll give him the truth. You seem hesitant. Are you sure this red one is for me? Yes, I am. Okay, I'll read it now. Thank you, bro. After some time. I can't believe it. Leslie said yes, but the Starquake. I can't get my head around this. So, because of the gravitational effects of the Starquake, every month she spends in her time will be decades for me. Am I going to be as old as my master when she's back? Is my interpretation correct? Stell, help me take a look. I'm a bit slow. Is that what she means? I think so. She has gone to the future and I am left in the present. Is this what happened? The decades I spent thinking about her will only be a fleeting moment for her, right? Who would have thought that even time can be so unfair? I guess it's unrealistic to hope that she will come back. Even if she travels for months and crosses light years, I will have become an old man in my time. Spending my whole life waiting for someone and enduring endless longing and loneliness. Come on bro, do you really think I'm that naive? Haha, of course I'm not going to wait for her. I won't. That was unexpected. I am not going to wait for her, but I can go after her. I am going to chase after time. Since her time-space curvature has become a canyon, wouldn't it be better for me to travel past this canyon instead of waiting for her to come back? Maybe it will take me 10 years to find her who has only spent a month, but once I do that, our time will be synchronized. It's better than sitting here and doing nothing. Don't you agree? No matter what you think, Stell, I've decided. I should inform my master as soon as possible, pack my things and set off on a journey to find Leslie. I'm already tired of this place. As a member of the Herta Department of Galactic Geography, I haven't even seen the real galaxy. Isn't it embarrassing? I'm sure you're just as curious as I am about the scenery in deep space. It may be full of dangers, maybe. It may be full of spectacular wonders and enigmatic dangers, but I will also have the woman I am chasing after. When I find Leslie one day, I will come back and tell you everything I've witnessed on my journey. By then, I will invite you to be our bridesmaid. When you forget it. All this poem is for you. Goodbye, my friend. Darkness is gathering in the distance using cruel methods. To the exact time, petals inquiring for love or fallings. Like the ticking chimes in an infinite time and space, we have no choice but to slide into the shivering calamities of the universe as if sliding down a slope into dusk. And with that, the stars continue their enjoyment above as their elegant smiles fill the way forward. Okay, that's by Herta. Oh, that's the... Oh, okay, so that's the poem he gave me. Anyway, that's all quest lines. Sensitive being the Curio crack-up conch is infected by the mimetic virus, spreading anti-motivational quotes in the space station. Asta wants your help to investigate the source of this virus. Which of the 3 suspects caused this drama? Man, Asta wants to talk to me for a lot of stuff, huh?
People who buy that think smart.
Can I buy shit from you yet?
their IQ.
Cool. Topological acceleration then. So if I go to the synthesize, increase speed of all allies by 24%. Cool. Okay, Asta, let's see which quest triggers first. Hi, Peppy.
Finally, you're here. This is urgent, so I'll cut to the chase.
Oh, that's why Peppy's
Merlin's
here.
disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes, I can't find him. He's not answering his messages or calls. In all the time since I took him in, this has never happened.
Have you checked the surveillance cameras?
Of course, I didn't see him. Parts of the surveillance system were destroyed when the Legion invaded. It still hasn't been fully repaired. Maybe he took advantage of a blind spot. It's been 13 hours since he last contacted me. He usually takes less than 13 seconds to reply to my messages. I looked everywhere and couldn't find him, so I checked the security department's work plan records. This is what I found. Look, at his last work objectives entry, of the heart, of the mirror, of the self. It's so strange.
The entries for last week. Sure is.
I knew it. You think so too, right? I asked people in the security department, but none of them thought it was concerning. They said stuff like, Brother Arlen is a grown man with his own plans. I couldn't get them to listen at all, so I'm asking you for help.
You don't have any clues. How can I?
Oh, I have a secret weapon. Say hello to
Peppy?
Peppy.
Peppy?
Mm-hmm. Peppy's my dog. Arlen's looked after him since he was a puppy. They're great friends. Peppy knows Arlen's scent. Maybe he can track him down.
Then, am I still needed?
Yes! Think about it. If people see me, the acting lead researcher searching for Arlen, wouldn't that make Arlen look incompetent as head of the security department? Oh, let's go together! Relax. Peppy doesn't bite.
Okay. Gone after the dark. Start. Oh, there is another quest, isn't there? I heard you were looking for me. Yeah, I want you to investigate the source of the mimetic virus that infected the crack-up conch. Crack-up conch is one of our curios. It looks like an ordinary conch, but when you get close, you can hear the dirty jokes coming from the inside. As long as you hold your laughter, you can slowly obtain the secret power it contains. Of course, no one has succeeded so far, so we only use it on people in interrogations. Mimetic virus is a kind of information particle that specs around exponentially like a virus, which will bring changes and contamination to the host's nature of thinking. Unfortunately, it can infect inanimate objects, and thus it changed the crack-up conch's external expression. It no longer tells jokes, but instead it keeps talking weird nonsense. Like, get out of your comfort zone or you'll be wasted, or the pain you suffer will light up your way, cliché quotes that just make people cringe. Thank you for the explanation, I got the gist. I had someone examine it and found out it was caused by the mimetic virus. But the crack-up conch has been properly stored all this time, which means it's impossible for it to get infected on its own. The only possibility is that workers who were already infected passed the virus when they came into contact with the item. After I looked into the list of people who had recent contact with it, I identified 3 suspects. Well, I'm sure you already know what I'm about to say next. I want you to investigate these 3 suspects for me. Why me? With great power comes great responsibility. Besides, I'm not trying to take advantage of you. I sent people from the security department earlier, but they all failed. I, therefore, could not get any useful investigation results. That's why I need to ask you for a favor. You don't know them very well. It may be easier for you to spot their flaws from a stranger's perspective. What if they find out? Don't worry, you are a hero who has saved the space station. No one will suspect you. If you find anything weird, just write it down and report it to me. So what do you think? I can help, but are there any rewards? Don't worry, do you have anything in mind already? I heard the Star Knot fleet has been very popular recently, but that thing is huge. I don't think you'll like it. Well, I don't know your taste. Why don't I pay for everything in your shopping cart out of my own pocket? You are free to choose whatever you like. Well, let me tell you about the 3 suspects. Mare from the Department of Insight, Chris from the Department of Galactic Geopolitics, and Joanne from the Medical Department. They usually stay in their own cabins. Given the station's current situation, I don't think they'll be anywhere else, so please help me take care of this. Alright then. Mara is right ahead, I better not alert her. I'll hide around here and listen to what she says. Ha hoo, am I doing this right? I feel like my pronunciation is not very good. I better keep practicing. Fluffy hair and strong limbs, if only I could touch it. What kind of dirty idea is this? Oh, how nice would it be if I can be their slave? Yes, I just need to keep practicing and one day I can. Mare, you look much better lately, so the thing I told you about, it actually work? Well, no, that's not the case. So sorry. I did try to look up what you mentioned, but I have gone off track halfway. Yes, it's quite useful. It's just that, well, is there anything else? Well, there is something I want to ask you about. So I've been researching how eons are depicted in mythological tales from different planets. Why are they depicted so differently? Some even have this so-called Leviathan worship. Leviathans can be pets too. Well, pets. There is a research report that I haven't finished working on yet, so I'll get back to you later. Sure, by the way, I haven't seen you around lately. Did you go on an exotic field trip? Did you discover anything new? Can you tell me anything? Well, let's talk about this later. I didn't... Okay, I understand. You must be very researched since you just came back. Anyway, it's nice to see that you've recovered mentally. I'll leave it to you. There's something strange about Mare. No shit, says something. As soon as she was intimating some strange style, then when we talk about Leviathan worship, she sounded very serious. Yeah, no shit. She sounds very awkward, weird. Did she come in contact with some Leviathan? Some kind of Leviathan during her research and it got her mind contaminated? That's very strange. Oh, hi, Quiz. I think this is Chris. Let me observe his behavior. Hey, I'm talking to you. What are you doing? Why are you staring at me like that? Stay away from me. I'm just passing by. Are you Chris? How did you know my name? Oh my goodness, have you been following me and investigating me? Did you? Hang on, let me write the message, sorry. Okay, hold on, why do you dye your hair like that? Do you do that to show off in front of me, trying to stand out from everyone else? And your clothes, why don't you just wear the uniform? Are you trying to show off your luxurious tailor-made outfit? I didn't dye my hair. No one else has hair like that. You think you're very special, huh? You just want to show off your privileges, such an attention seeker. Show off as much as you want. Don't try to act all innocent. I know exactly what people like you think. You think you are better than us. It's not enough for you to show off in the virtual world. You have to track me down and show off in front of my face. You think you're so rich that you can own the universe. Wait a second. What's that looking on your face? Is there something in your eyes? You have a corneal contact camera? Why are you taking videos? Is this live? Oh, I get it. You're one of those people who like to live broadcast, blah blah. Shoot, I press X. Chris is very strange. I can't have a normal conversation with these people. Such a paranoid. Is he infected with the mimetic virus?
Noise.
Honestly, my money's still on Mare. She's sus as heck. Also, wait, I saw this thing flashing. Oh, more level rewards. Never mind. Medical department is up here. Joanne is right in front of me. Looks like she's talking to someone. There's nowhere to hide. I know. I'll just pretend I'm checking out the medical services. Hey, Joanne. So surprised to see you're not still sleeping today. How rare. Maybe the blue has also started to orbit around the space station. The test results are out. I've sent them to you through the terminal. You may start the review process. My goodness, Joanne is actually working. Am I dreaming? You're only noticing this now? She's been 3 hours early for work the past 7 days. Looks like you haven't been paying attention. Review countdown begins, 30 minutes left. I only took a few days off and our department has changed so much. I cannot believe it. Who turned you into this, Joanne? What happened to you? I guess that it has something to do with the department's reform. The Indo-Astral Peace Corporation has cut the medical research budget this quarter. And we are also impacted. I heard there will be a reform. It's not that unusual for people to try to get a high performance indicator during such turbulent times. You wouldn't want your research budget to be cut, would you? Yeah, right, but I still need some time to digest all this. It's really unbelievable, haha. The sleeping beauty of our medical department finally stopped sleeping and began to act on her duty as a doctor. Haha, no one's going to believe this. 20 minutes left. I need to see the results of the drug test in 20 minutes. Alright, got it, I'll get on it. Although Joanne looks normal, the way she speaks is very strange. She is emotionless when she talks and her face looks stiff like a robot. Is there something wrong? Man, maybe all three of them contributed somehow.
It's getting late. Where to now?
It's you. Thanks for helping out. Blah 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 blah. Tell her your observation and your thoughts. So all three of them sound unusual, but in theory there should only be one person who is infected. The principle behind it is actually quite simple. The viral load of informational particles left behind by the mimetic virus in the crack-up conch is simply not high enough. The viral load detected barely reaches the amount that can be carried by an infected adult, so it's absolutely impossible for the crack-up conch to have contracted the virus from multiple individuals. My investigations couldn't corroborate this. It's okay, I've got a backup plan. The mimetic virus is transmitted through virtual data, and all the virtual data in the space station leaves traces in the terminal. Since we couldn't get much from our previous investigation, let's check the browsing records of all of the 3 suspects. Then we should be able to identify the source of the infection. Hehe, I got an emergency plan for situations like this. Please visit the data exchange center where the terminal is located. But I've never used the terminal. Don't worry, it's simple. Enter the terminal room, verify your identity, and you can start your query. Simply put, anyone using any data gadget, which basically includes everyone on the space station, would have their user behaviors recorded by the terminal. It is thus inappropriate for me or any other staff members to check such information. I still don't get it. Don't worry, I'll explain to you when I have time. Think about it, despite different backgrounds and identities, people on the space station have reached an agreement on personal privacy. The traces left from using virtual data can be found on the terminal. For example, from here, people can see all the unusual virtual platforms you visited during your working hours. Therefore, to respect everyone's privacy, no one, including myself and the other staff, should access the terminal. Think about it in their shoes. If you are a space station staff, would you be happy with me going through your browsing records on the virtual network? It's unacceptable. Now you understand, right? That's why your special identity makes you the perfect candidate for this. So you just want me to get beaten up. Jesus, it's the kind of nonsense you think about all day. I have nothing against you. Why would I set you up? From an objective point of view, you are an outsider on the space station. You are not familiar with most people here, so it's unlikely that you hold any personal grudges against anyone. Not every outsider has the right to access the data records, but you are different. You are the hero who saved the space station. People trust your moral character. But of course, if you do decide to help, I hope you will keep everything you see strictly confidential. Piece of cake, just leave it to me. Thank you so much. Before you leave, let me tell you how to use the terminal. As you know, the invasion of the station severely damaged the host data center, and the server room where the terminal is housed is no exception. Despite our best efforts, the damage is yet to be fully remediated, and reported cases of the mimetic virus infection only made things worse. I had to send a maintenance engineer to monitor the situation on a daily basis. The engineer would turn on the optical identity verification program manually every day to check whether the bioelectricity of each visitor entering the room is normal, thus ensuring that the terminal room is not invaded. Since the optical identity verification program is refreshed dynamically after it is turned on every day, you need to re-verify your identity every time you enter. For more details, please consult the maintenance engineer. I told the engineer that you have permission to enter the room, so I will leave the rest to you. Oh, that's complicated. Wait, isn't that the room where the treasure chest is located? You are weak to... Yep, ice.
The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
The combat report will be ready soon.
A row of large words pops up on the terminal screen. Code error 505, service unavailable. There are no other responses. Someone runs back into the room panting. Looks like he's the maintenance engineer Asta mentioned. The terminal doesn't respond. Let me ask him. Sorry, huff huff. I'm sorry. Are you Stell? Asta already gave me a heads up that you're going to come use the terminal. I'm terribly sorry, the computer system in the next room suddenly initiated an auto-update. The researchers didn't have time to save their results, so I went to help them just now. The terminal did not respond. Prompted error code 505. Ah, I didn't connect the data to the terminal while I was away. Let me turn it on, it'll just take a second. It's all set now. Please verify your identity again, and the results will come up when you input your query. Okay, that's a bit sus, but... Oh, what the hell? A man who wishes not to be named. Oh, what the hell is this? Why you do that to me, huh? Okay, anyway, this is like apparently one of 3 treasures. Supply zone. Well-kept secret of the maintenance department. Crumpled sheet of paper, presence of various colored handwriting announces its popularity in the maintenance department. Best kept secret of the maintenance department. Dog circulate. Take it. Lol. Few hundred programs open at once, Jesus. I see IT problems don't change even after thousands of years. Use the terminal to check Mara's data records. Serial number unknown, access level authorized by administrator. Data device number 4927, device owner Esther. Okay, there we go, Mare. Visit the webpage Galactic Search Guy Sleep 8 video. Freshest, fastest video service. Video Pie, the top sleep 8 pick, the most comfortable scalp massage. Okay, I guess Video Pie is like YouTube. I can see her getting infected by a mimetic virus by listening to random bullshit like this. Asta. Did she actually try to buy something? Lol. This is device number 2. Wow. I guess that makes sense though. Turns out Mare had been suffering from insomnia. Now she can fall asleep after watching short videos of cats snoring. So she was just imitating the sound of cats last time. Turns out she's just a run-of-the-mill cat lover. That's all good. She can't be the one who got infected. Let me check the other people's records. Row of large words, insufficient computing power, please try again later. After several attempts, the same message keeps popping up. Perhaps the terminal means a lot later. What's wrong? Insufficient computing power, try again later? Oh, that's normal. The terminal is not broken, it's nothing to worry about. Although it won't be operational until tomorrow. Why? Because the station was invaded. Originally, we had more than one terminal, connecting units on a much larger scale. During that debacle, some units were damaged. The computing power of the terminal was thus greatly decreased. Not to mention it's only running on a single core processor right now. Oh my god, in the future? The lead researcher said she was going to purchase some new equipment, but it hasn't arrived yet. Therefore, with the current computing power, we can only query once a day. And the current identity verification program has to be activated manually by me every day. So, please come back tomorrow. Don't forget to ask me to turn on the verification. Okay. What else? Sniff, 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 sniff. Follow Peppy.
Do you need me to formulate the next plan?
So I should have more credits now because I finished the quest, right? I do. Oh, I should save for these Trailways 20 though. Nah. Alright, let's follow Pepe. I should probably
That's
uncheck the cover.
Professor Capote? Are you sure Arlen was here, Peppy? Weird. Why would he visit this Casanova?
Casanova?
Look at all his fans. Need I say more?
Oh, Pepe's little
Behold,
jetpack.
the winner of the most awesome researcher contest. It's better if I don't show my face. See if you can get some intel out of him.
I must confess that I too was terrified. Petrified even. But there remained a light in my heart. A light that led me onward. That light was the happy smiles on all your faces.
Master Capote thinks about me!
Nod in a look skeptical and scoff.
Oh, it's you. Long time no see. Are you okay? You look troubled. That's quite a wrinkled brow. Come, join the others and listen to me recount the tale of the Legion's invasion. I'm sure your memory of the events will dispel your worries.
You listen to Capote for a long time, thus gradually forgetting what you're going to ask.
The Antimatter Legion barely missed me, and that's when I saw your faces. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be standing here today.
Long live Master Capote!
Look skeptical and scoff again.
Still troubled? You must be ill. You look pale and your pupils are gray. That's fine. I, Capote, never waver in my support. I shall double my efforts to heal your heart.
Oh,
The
what's
Antimatter Legion barely missed me, and that's when I saw your faces.
okay, I guess I'll just nod in approval now.
Aha! I see you no longer look troubled. There is only one word to describe your expression. Enlightenment. Such is the power of my rhetoric. It creates an energy that uplifts the soul. Arlen? Yes. I know him. After all, my calling is to light up the heart of every person on the space station. As to his current location, forgive me, but I cannot tell.
Sus.
Insert dramatic pause and sudden drama here.
Oh my
The
god, I
next
love
most
this
important
MC.
word in my life is principle. Huh? Without principle, what difference would there be between a person and a mechanical arm?
Wait a minute. Last time he said the most important word in his life was illumination.
We need to update Master Capote's life wiki.
Oh
This
my
will be version
God.
12.0 of his life keywords.
These people are fanatics.
Anyway, I do not
Take out your
lie.
baseball bat and threaten him.
I
Please.
can tell you that
Please,
I
I'm begging you.
Arlen recently.
Please.
I know where he went. Regrettably, I already swore on my life that I, Capote, would never tell anyone Captain Arlen's secret.
You know what? Spares no effort in praising Capote's character.
Seems like you already know what kind of person I am. Captain Arlen had a similar expression to yours when he found me. He was anxious and desired an answer. But answers are not easy to give. Besides, he wanted to master a trial of the heart that would thoroughly change him, and that would be even more difficult. You can't even imagine the difficulty of the trial. I was tired merely from the act of imitating that way of talking with him. Thankfully, he... no more. No more.
His words match Arlen's work plan records. Seems like he does have key information.
You asked Capote about the trial of the heart.
I didn't say that. Did you mishear it? What I said was, life is a trial, and you need to be true to yourself. So, I know nothing about anything you said about Captain Arlen. I need to head to a meeting now. Can we talk later?
I can't let him get away like this. If he doesn't want to tell me, then...
No, please don't follow. Hand Capote with a promotion.
Don't joke about that. Promotions have a strict assessment process. I did hear that the space station gives special benefits to morally upstanding researchers, but those are just rumors. Even the oldest staff have never witnessed it.
Stop looking down on Master Capote! He's
Okay, so
not
bribes
the kind
don't
of
work.
person you think he is.
I guess I should have just threatened.
Master Capote's Life Wiki version 4.0. Master Capote doesn't care about rank. Everyone knows that.
Even if you promoted Master Capote to acting lead researcher, he wouldn't tell you about the trial.
Indeed. I won't forsake my precious morality for something so base. How could you think up something so terrible? You're not just lost, my friend. You've completely strayed from the narrow path. I need to give you a thorough education on human ethics. We'll need to sit down and go over it slowly.
No need to bother Master Capote. We'll fix this injustice for you ourselves.
You've been yes, again.
Wow, the cringe is strong.
Yes, it is.
I need to remember what I came here for.
They went through everything with you?
Oh my god, this
I'm
is
sure
a
you
very
reflect
long
deeply
quest.
on your actions. Well, I'll pretend I never heard the things you said. Think before you act in the future, please. Of course, if you haven't reflected enough, we can always talk more in private. Right now, I need to hurry to a meeting.
I can't let him get away like this. If he doesn't want to tell me, then...
Threaten Capote with dismissal from the space
Dare
station.
to utter such a threat? Listen here. Leaving aside the fact that you don't have the right to dismiss me, I wouldn't yield even if lead researcher Asta... No! If Madame Herta herself commanded me. Why not threaten to kill me while you're at it? I've said it once and I'll say it again. I will not yield.
Master Capote is so courageous. We're so lucky to be his fans.
He said the exact same thing when he promised Captain Arlen.
Yes, the part about not yielding. It's making me tear up.
I'm gonna print out the transcript of the conversation as soon as I get back today. The fan club needs to recite and memorize it.
Transcript? They recorded Arlen's conversation with Capote?
LOL.
I didn't think a clue like that would suddenly pop up. This is the one who mentioned the transcript just now.
Hey, you've been talking Master Capote's ear off this whole time. Do you want to join the fan club?
Ah, I bet you do. You wouldn't have known about Captain Arlen's meeting with Master Capote unless you had an interest.
You even memorized the internal testing content for version 12.0 of Master Capote's Life Wiki!
You must be one of those super fans that stayed under the radar. Ah, we've been careless.
We're on the same side after all! Here, this is our latest welcome bundle for new members of the fan club. And I'll toss in an updated version of Master Capote's Life Wiki.
Ah, he looks really cool in the new limited edition snapshots.
Holy crap. Alright. Ow, my head. I do not want to deal with Capote anymore. He is so cringe. It's yeah, we got plenty of clues. He told Asta about what just happened and the clues he found. So what time is it? 2 a.m.
What happened to you, Arlen? Why did you have to get that sleazy Capote to help you with a trial?
Let's take a look at these materials first.
Yeah, I guess that's our starting point.
Read the fan reply card.
This handwriting looks familiar. Is it Arlen's? Against the scorching sun, a beautiful flower will never endure. Within my fair embrace, my love for you is tender and pure. Yuck, so slimy. It does sound like Capote.
Look at the limited edition snapshot.
Looks like a candid shot, but surely he knew it was being taken. It's autographed. There's a figure that's not quite in the shot. Oh, is that Arlen? So Arlen did go to see Professor Capote. This is the evidence.
Read Master Capote's Life Wiki version 12.0.
Even the space station handbook doesn't get updated this frequently. Huh. Is this an audio transcript?
Come on, Captain Arlen, you have to get into the role. I'm sorry, Professor, I just can't think of you as an overbearing boss. Close your eyes and try to feel after all this is your trial of the heart. Listen to my instructions and try again. Arlen, come to my office. Time waits for no one and every minute of my time is precious. Yes, sir. Okay, I'm coming over. Big mistake. Captain Arlen, you can't just be so submissive. If you are tasked with something beyond your scope of work, would you also take off immediately like you just did? Or if you want to try know what? Do you have enough clues?
So, trial of the heart means knowing how to.
So I guess he's trying to improve his character or something?
So that's how Arlen sees me.
Maybe it isn't about you.
I need to talk to him. Let's hurry up and find him. Peppy, it's your turn again.
Oh, oops. Where Peppy? Oh, wait. Base zone. Oh, what's something up ahead? Is that him? Damn, I don't think so. It looks like normal researchers. No, it might be. No, it's not. Security personnel? That's Xiao. Oh.
And the security department staff.
I still cannot recognize their costume.
There are still remnants of the Antimatter Legion in the space station. Let's go help them.
Rules are made to be broken.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to find a lost friend.
Then be careful. There's still Legion remnants in the area. Arlan isn't here right now, so we need to step up the space station security. Spare no effort, and stay focused.
Yes, Brother Don Hung.
You saw Arlan?
Yes, he's with March.
Oh.
But I suggest you don't bother him. He's given himself a personal trial.
Brother Arlen's special trial? He's a man among men, a lion among tigers. He's already reached great heights, but still he wants to improve.
That trial. I bet it's even more intense than physical training. And Brother Arlen already challenges himself to the limit in that department. He runs 21,358 meters around the space station every day. An eagle among wolves. Always so hard on himself.
Damn. 21 kilometers? That's insane. What kind of trial is it?
I think it must have something to do with the mind. He probably found a waterfall and asked Ms. March to lower the temperature to freezing point.
In the space station.
No way. Brother Arlen's trial wouldn't be as simple as just standing under a waterfall. I think he wants to learn fighting skills from Miss March.
They're not correct, but not wrong either. Arlan came to me to learn how to manage pressure from his boss. So I sent him to March. If he can manage her, then he has nothing to fear.
That's pretty sadistic, Don Home.
I think Brother Don Hung is pretty smart.
Brother Arlen only has one weakness in his armor, but he won't ignore it. He's too awesome for that.
Arlan and I decided to switch our assignments. He went with March to investigate a suspicious crystal, and I've taken up his patrol. That's all.
Did Arlen leave anything with you?
He gave me a pass for access across the space station while on patrol.
I found a broken ceiling tile. This mark? It must be from where Brother Arlen smashed it down.
Move aside. What kind of clue is that? This floor tile I found is way better. Look at the footprint. It's the right size, not to mention the angle of motion. This is proof of Brother Arlen in combat.
Off the mirror, did Arlen mention what that meant?
He said he read an anonymous handwritten journal in the space station. It contained 36 different strategies to do with managing pressure from one's boss. It also contained some information on trials. Firstly, trial of the heart. One needs to acknowledge the pressure in one's heart, and only then can one face it. Secondly, trial of the mirror. Like a mirror's reflection, one needs to personally experience the pressure others feel in a job in order to understand it. Lastly, trial of the self. One places oneself within that pressure to complete a transformation. I believe he came to me to complete the trial of the mirror.
Do you know why Arlen's undertaking this trial?
No, he didn't say, and I didn't ask.
Brother Arlen doesn't need a reason to improve himself. Ugh, you don't understand him at all.
Brother Arlen is a fierce fighter with an eye for detail. If you don't understand his reason for doing things, maybe that's because you're too zoomed in.
He's just staying ahead of the game is all. He's the space station's cold-hearted hawk. The security department's alpha wolf.
I don't have any other questions.
If you want to find Arlan, just contact March.
More? Okay. Oh, that's cute. Peppy's photo stuck to it. Well, the security department had to pay the bills for repairs. Too much force during combat and left a footprint on the on or in.
Job pressure? How to manage
She's
your
definitely
boss?
overthinking this. This is a story quest. This is hilarious.
I'm sorry. I never knew I was giving you so much pressure.
Calm down. Let's look at the clues first.
I need to feel the pressure he's feeling so I can understand what it's all about.
Arlan's ID pass.
Oh, there's a photo of Peppy on the pass. I got Arlen to look after Peppy because I thought they got along, but was that giving him too much extra pressure? Oh, maybe he printed out Peppy's
She's
picture
overthinking
as
things
a
like
way of
fuck.
forcing himself to remember his responsibility.
Broken ceiling tile.
Look how smashed up the ceiling tile is. Arlen must have bottled up his frustration and had no way of releasing it, so he took it out on the monsters.
Footprint.
It's Arlen's shoe size, all right. And this actually came from a pair of shoes I bought for him.
How's she gonna turn this
Even
into?
these shoes are painful shackles for him.
Oh. Can I slap her just to snap her out of this? Let's get the clues for now.
Yeah, we need to find Arlen quickly. I need to apologize to him in person. Peppy, let's get going.
Okay, keep following Peppy. Railway platform.
So Peppy can locate March just by looking at a photo of her. Is he really using scent to track?
I see March. Wait, let me check. What kind of quest is this actually? Companion mission. So it is a story quest? Okay, I guess that's why there's so much voice dialogue.
What a cute doggy! Oh, you're here too.
No, come on. Nice of you to acknowledge the canine before me.
Hey, he's a new face and you're not. Huh, this little guy looks familiar. Are you Arlen's Peppy? Oh, I'm sorry. Your master isn't here. He's gone off to investigate.
Did he mention anything about a trial?
He kept harping on about Don Hung being a true warrior or something. Oh, he did say that completing an assignment with me would help him complete the final trial. It felt like he learned a lot from me. Then again, everyone has a lot to learn from me.
Why did you split up?
We were investigating suspicious crystals together, but he said it was all pointless if he couldn't transform himself. I could tell he was giving himself a lot of pressure, so I gave him a suggestion. I told him actions speak louder than words when you want to prove yourself. I was just thinking out loud, really. I had no idea what kind of trial he was doing. But when he heard that, he said Mr. Don Hung was right. And then he just left. I took a photo of him. He was doing one of those tough guy walks. Come to think of it, maybe I shouldn't have left him alone. Take me with you if you're going after him.
Photo of Arlen's back. Okay, weird. Where is this? Alright, I'm teleporting.
I read that a Stellaron's internal fluctuations will cause a fragmentum to appear. Did Arlen?
Hey, relax. I've seen plenty of Stellarons. It'll be fine.
I hope Arlen is safe.
"60 meters that way." Yeah, I'm running just in case there's more dialogue or something.
The extent of the corrosion here is a lot worse than I imagined. Mrs. Hinkle did say the cleanup had been slow in places.
The fragmentum has a big influence on the space around it. All this electronic equipment on the station must short-circuit pretty regularly, huh?
I've no interest in conflict.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
What the fuck's happening here?
The sanctuary is but a vision. Break! The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Rules are made to be broken.
Sup, Arlen?
Lady Asta, you... Why are you all here? I've never seen anything like this before. It looks like some kind of new entity. It must have mutated after being corroded.
Oh good, I can also play.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Yeah. Here I come.
I do wonder what if the Astro Express to me goes at one that then what's the canon explanation for the Trailblazer going backwards?
More than that.
And the other like companions as well.
Yeah.
Cause leap.
Rules are made to be broken.
Reach the end of the story in your own
Oh, Pela
way.
died. Whoops. Right, before I talk to Arlen, I'm gonna go to the toilet real quick. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I'm back. Let's talk to Arlen.
Are you okay, my lady?
Arlen,
Lady Asta? Why are you crying? Are you hurt?
I'm sorry.
Huh?
It's all my fault. I've been putting too much on your plate, and that's why you looked up ways to manage the pressure. I honestly didn't realize that these things would bring you so much stress. I just want to say I'm sorry.
My lady, You didn't give me any pressure.
Arlen, you don't need to hide this from me any longer. She and I know all about the trials you're putting yourself through. If you can't forgive me right now, then I'll reflect further and find a way to prove that I'm willing to change.
But, my lady...
Firstly, your trial of the heart. You went to Professor Capote and asked him to simulate conversations with you so you could better understand your boss. And the evidence is... Firstly, your trial of the heart. You went to Professor Capote and asked him to simulate conversations with you so you could better understand your boss. And the evidence is...
Yeah, the life wiki. That's it, right? Yeah, the VHS tape.
Master Capote's Life Wiki version 12.0. This transcript records what you asked Capote to help you with. Here, we can see a bossy manager and you being asked to do things outside of your job description. Clearly, Professor Capote is unlikely to master my speech or mannerisms anytime soon. Oh, but the content is the key here. I am the source of your pressure!
My lady, I did speak to Professor Capote, and I did ask him some things. But they had nothing to do with you. I've never experienced any pressure with you.
Oh, Arlen, won't you accept my apology? I'll just have to show you more evidence. We know the
nothing
essence
is gonna
of your
convince
trial of the
Asta,
heart, and we also know that you asked Dunhung to help you complete the trial of the mirror. I'm so sorry, Arlen. Until I spoke with Dunhung, I never realized how much pressure was on your shoulders.
Miss, I really don't.
Hold it. I have evidence.
Oops, hang on. Actually, I don't know which one this is supposed to be. I really don't.
Your ID pass! This isn't just any old station pass,
Okay, I
is
guess
it,
correctly.
huh? There's a very important photo on it. A photo of Peppy!
Lady Asta, I like Peppy a lot, so
No, Arlen. You don't need to find excuses for your actions. Maybe you've actually
Asta's
convinced
projecting like
yourself.
hell.
The combination of your simulated conversations with Capote and the entry in your work log about playing holodisc with Peppy, it points to one thing. Me getting you to look after Peppy is the greatest source of your stress. You even printed out a photo of Peppy to constantly remind yourself to look after him. I know exactly what message you're trying to drill into yourself by sticking this photo onto your pass. Arlen, taking Peppy out to play is an assignment from lead researcher Asta. You better throw that hollow disc like it's a full-on discus. If you spare any effort,
Lady Asta will find out and punish you terribly for all eternity. My lady, don't you think that's a long thought to think? Lady Asta, please! I didn't do any of these trials because of you. I always try to complete every assignment you give me, regardless of whether it's within my job description. I really like taking Peppy out to play.
Asta, I don't think Arlan is upset with you.
But Arlen doesn't have any other bosses. Who else would it be? March, he asked to accompany you so he could learn how to manage his stress, right?
What? Arlan wanted to go on assignments just to experience stress? Phew. Good thing I let him go alone. My calming influence would have ruined his training. Guess I made the right decision after all.
Dan Heng was right.
What did he say? That I'm good at solving people's problems?
Arlen, all I want you to understand is how sincerely
so
I'm
wrapped up.
reflecting on my actions. Please, accept my apology.
But, my lady...
Stop! Arlen, I understood the level of stress you're dealing with as soon as I saw this photo.
Really?
Didn't I take that photo?
I'm always giving you tasks and assignments, but I never actually see how you take to the battlefield. When I saw this photo, when I saw you fighting alone just now, I'm just sorry that I gave you the stress of all my private affairs on top of an already stressful job. Please, forgive me, Arlen.
My lady, I'm very touched, but I started this trial because of Madame Herta.
What?
Knew it.
Whenever she's back on the space station, Madame Herta assigns me things outside the
I
security
didn't know it was
department.
Herta. I knew it was something else entirely.
Even if I dared to refuse, I wouldn't know how. She's just too overbearing. Whether it's helping her test some new specimen, or looking for ancient documents I've never even heard of. Assignments like those were okay before the invasion. But now, I need to focus on clearing out any last traces of the Legion.
Aha! So you're trying to learn how to reject Herta and then put it into practice.
Yes. I found an anonymous handwritten journal while I was cleaning up. It mentioned 36 different strategies for relieving pressure. That's where I read about the trials.
Of the heart, of the mirror, of the self?
Yes. There were detailed notes, so I wanted to give them a try.
Those trials really made Asta worried.
I'm sorry, my lady. I didn't want to bother anyone, so I didn't mention it.
So, you don't feel pressured around me?
I've never felt pressured around you, my lady.
All right. It's all a misunderstanding. You two should reflect on your actions. Right?
You need to talk to each other more. You both need to start saying what you're thinking.
Yep. I always say what I'm thinking.
Anyways, Dan Heng was right.
You keep saying that. What did Don Hung even say?
So it's Dan Heng, not Dan Heng.
Thank you for helping Lady Asta. And for coming to find me.
You're welcome. Although if you really want to thank me, let me play Hollow Disc with Peppy, please.
Arlen has become a visitor to the Express. You might come across Arlen when you return to the Oh, that's cool. I got a Peppy. Oh, cool, a new disc. Wait. Okay, wait. I got a Peppy? Oh, I got more titanium. Nice. Wait, where's the Peppy? Where Peppy? Where Peppy? Aw, no Peppy. Let's just teleport here and claim some stuff first then.
It's getting late. Where to now?
I see that Stealth's coordinates are still at the space station. Maybe easier to chat in the group. There's a batch of my old manuscripts in the space station, and you know how I've been writing a book for the IPC. So I've been thinking maybe how I could just copy and paste a few pages of my old manuscript for the extra book content. One of them is called Decompression Equation 36 or something. I can't remember the exact name. Anyway, that's the content. And after you clean up the Antimatter Legion, help me find it and send it to the office. Got it. Mission accomplished. We did. Send it over then. Incidentally, I do have an experiment that could use some help from the both of you. I'm confused. Hey, Mostella Jade. So, can I talk about Herta about the space memory thingy? Because there are strange bubbles. Yeah, there we go. There are strange bubbles at the space station. Oh, this is a top secret. Outsiders can never know that I own this thing. You must sign a non-disclosure agreement first. What's inside? I won't tell you a thing before you sign the agreement. You take the paper and pen from Herta and leave your signature. The paper is made from a bizarre material and the ink dries up the moment it touches the paper. When you move the tip of the pen away, your heart suddenly flutters. Please bear in mind that this agreement is more than a legally binding contract. You must also abide by the law of the imaginary, which is above the social and natural laws. Not even the IPC can override it. Why didn't you say that before I signed the agreement? Would you have refused to sign if I told you that? You seem like the kind who doesn't think much about consequences. You will make a decision regardless of its price. Now that you have signed the agreement, you can do anything you like with my memory bubbles. Just make sure you're out of sight of the entities from the Garden of Recollection. In fact, I don't think there will be any trouble even if they catch you. Memory bubble? The Garden of Recollection has ways to steal the memories of others. To preserve memories, they created a sentient membrane to keep the memories wrapped up in it like a bubble, making it easy to carry memories around. They have an even more advanced technology called light cones. With that, they can capture more than just memories. It's a shame that I can never master the light cone technology without the blessing of the Aeon Fully. Garden of Recollection? It is a faction that worships the Aeon Fully. In their opinion, the world is defined by everyone's perceptions, and memories are the proof of the world's existence. They are willing to forego their physical bodies for that purpose. If you ask me, the Garden of Recollections, the architects, the family, and the Antimatter Legions are all idiots. They obsessively worship their eons. Who are the Memo Keepers? They are the members of the Gardens of Recollections who travels between worlds to collect precious memories. You will run into them sooner or later. I bet the memory of a Galaxy Express passenger is highly sought after by them. You could get lucky if you meet civilized Memo Keepers, since they use an amazing memory to exchange with yours. However, watch out for Memo Snatchers, the radicals in the Garden of Recollection. They won't give you a heads up before stealing your memory. Can I touch the bubble now? Sure, just touch it with your forehead. Remember to close your eyes or else your head will start spinning. Okay. So, map. That's the control zone. There's one over here. Let's test this one out first. Memory bubble eons. Bubbles are floating in the air with a colorful glow, gliding on their surfaces. For some reason, they form an image that seems to carry a profound meaning. As you approach them, a female voice that sounds similar to Herta's murmurs monotonously, "Eons." Touch the memory bubble. You approach the bubble and experience a chilly sensation that gently pierces through your skin, flesh, and bones, and goes down deeper. Staring at the woman's real face concealed under the white brim of her hood, you can hardly believe the bizarre story she has just told. Gods really exist, and they are elevated from mortals? Gods aren't almighty, but each holds different authorities and walks different roles. This is too much. She even claims to be some sort of emanator and mirror holder. The woman nods. It's normal for you to be confused. She speaks in a calm and cold tone, as if she can see through you. The woman then reaches underneath her silk cloak with her slender fingers and takes out a gleaming, sharp object. Dazzled by the glow, you try to take a close look, only to be distracted again by the woman's voice. This is the mirror of transcendence. Look at them. Look at what the Eon look like. The woman's voice remains frosty. You stare into the mirror as curiosity gets the better of you. Instead of your reflection, you see a magnificent sculpture. The sculpture shatters from top to bottom as if struck by lightning. It splits vertically into halves, and the separate parts fall independently. The left part of the sculpture is a muscular man, while the right part is a gorgeous woman. Each part has two arms extended towards the other. They support and uplift each other, but also hold a carving knife, each as though they are crafting each other. The pair of twisting, entangled, and intertwined bodies look like a spiral made of stone, yet they are joined together from their waist down. You are mesmerized and fascinated by the remarkably gorgeous and bizarre posture. Suddenly, your gaze meets the eyes of the being in the mirror. Stunned, you quickly withdraw yourself from the extraordinary experience. So, this is your god, you mumble. No, this is what beauty in its purest form looks like in your perception. The woman shakes her head as she strokes the cracked mirror in her hands. This is what they are. What? That just confused me a lot more. Oh wait, I forgot to talk to you. You know, Arlen's afraid of you. The boy that tags along with Asta all the time? Okay, whatever. He feels great pressure when you are present. Doesn't matter, as long as he keeps running errands for me. He doesn't know how to get along with you, and yet he survived, no? He'll figure it out. What do you think of Arlen? Honest fella, that's what he's told. That's all I wanted to ask. Okay. Lol. Leisure times. Bubbles are floating in the air with colorful glows, blah 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 blah. For some reason, they form an image that seems to carry a profound meaning. As you approach them, a female voice that sounds similar to her the murmurs monotonously three times. Touch the memory bubble. Approach the bubble and experience blah blah. Your eyes are bleary from sleep. The composite material of your bedroom's curtains effectively block out 99% of light. Were it not for your psychic tentacles, you would be hard-pressed to discern the structure of the space surrounding you with your eyes alone, even though you've been living here since 50 years ago. It seems like the weather outside is quite gloomy. Thick, dark clouds hang low in the sky as they gather and broil. The temperature is low, and you realize it's already autumn. This kind of weather is perfect for sleeping. No wonder you slept so well. You lift your warm blankets and pull open the curtains, greeted by a landscape that matches what you've sensed. Looks like you are not old yet. You turn towards the edged TV and direct a psychic energy beam towards it. The TV lights up in response. The midday weather forecast is on. Starting at noon, the Diveron female on the TV has a sweet voice. Forecast shows that heavy metal snowfall will continue throughout most of the Comte metropolitan area. Residents are advised to avoid outdoor activities as much as possible. Just yesterday, you learned at school that the surface temperature of the planet Comte is extremely high. Heavy metal compounds undergo evaporation due to the high temperatures, which causes them to rise to the troposphere. They then condensate and combine with the inorganic acids in the atmosphere, after which they return to the surface in the form of precipitation. After quietly reviewing this bit of newfound knowledge in your mind, you swell with satisfaction. Intelligent lifeforms always enjoy taking pride in knowing obscure trivia that others don't. The corners of your mouth rise up as you turn to go to the kitchen. You make yourself a cup of hot cocoa, the drink of your choice for this kind of weather. What could possibly be better than enjoying hot cocoa or snuggled up in a nice thick blanket and streaming a drama you enjoy as heavy metal snows down? That's exactly what you do, you say to yourself. The brown liquid in your mug is piping hot. Your psychic tentacles lazily flop down on your head. A sweet flavor and comfy warmth flood your body as the cocoa enters your stomach. You feel relaxed and direct a psychic energy beam towards your desktop computer. All these shows look pretty good. LeBlanc, The Meteor Thief, Breaking Good, Dr. Flat. Thank the stars for Inter-Astral Peace Media. You curl up on an adaptive chair and cover yourself with a fleecy blanket. There's a nice warm cup of hot cocoa in your hands. Your free time has truly begun. Outside the window, snowflakes gently fall from the sky. They give off a fluorescent glow as they drift wherever the wind takes them, but that no longer has anything to do with you. So she's still
People who buy that
studying,
think
but
Smartwater raises their IQ.
she's been living in the room for 50 years but still studies? Okay. Anyway, there's another one over here. Family. That's this Fast and Furious. Bubbles are floating in the air with a colorful glow gliding on their surfaces. Blah blah blah. Herta murmurs monotonously. The family touch the memory bubble. You have never imagined yourself to be sitting in the lavish box of a grand theater. The silky red velvet sofa is stuffed with pure duck down feathers. Can't find a better word to describe the sofa other than extravagant. An unfamiliar classical opera is playing on the stage, The King's Pleasure. If you are not mistaken, that's the opera's elegant title. Actually, you could ask Mr. Renoir, who's sitting right next to you, about it. After some consideration, you decide not to ask anything, since you cannot understand what's going on anyway. After all, you're only here to investigate the family. If everything goes well, you might get your hands on an invitation letter to Panaconi. That's what you are after. Not wanting any trouble, you pretend to be engrossed in the performance and the songs of actors on stage. At the same time, you size Renoir up from the corner of your eye. Renoir seems to notice you. Sir, he asks with his usual impeccable smile. You find the opera boring? The fact that you cannot detect any emotion in his words makes you feel uncomfortable. Not at all, you quickly wave your hand dismissively. I'm just curious. Mr. Renoir watches you silently, as if asking you to continue. Well, he better be, otherwise he would have wasted your time. Does the family really exist? You ask tentatively. Renoir shakes his head and beckons a waiter over. The young waiter presents an item on a tray to the two of you. It is an exquisite wooden box with a long and narrow opening on its side. As you wonder what it is, you hear Renoir speaking in a muddled voice. Put it in. No, is that Renoir's voice? You are sure you heard a noise. Although the instruction is unclear, you still place your hand in the box out of instinct. But why? You are shocked by your reaction. Next, you experience an overwhelming sense of guilt surging through your body. You feel like a criminal waiting for judgment. Yes, you are certain that looks are being leveled at you. Penetrating, icy gazes from Mr. Renoir, the waiter, and everyone else in the theater. What? Okay, so these memories are not Herta's memories, I think. Like, I was very confused from the second one. Like, the first one possibly, maybe. But this third one is a guy, so it's definitely not. Memory betrayal. Oh. We scanned the venue through a 160-degree wide-eye angle lens with a diameter of 20 cm. Thanks to the 46 marble pillars that support the dome ceiling with a diameter of 43 meters and a height of 138 meters, the colonnaded hall 190 meters wide and 310 meters long appears spacious. The actual number of attendees is 136 when it should be 138. 42 of them are on your left side, 44 on your right, and 49 are on the opposite end in the distance, while the last one is giving a speech on the stage not far away from you. Yep, it adds up. Ladies and gentlemen, the person is speaking at a volume of about 45 decibels. Now we proudly present the latest product of the Aiden Jacobin School of Mathematics and Science, the Pronto Expert System. A thunderous applause erupts from the audience. The speaker continues. Pronto is the first supercomputer with powerful artificial intelligence in our country. It features groundbreaking functions such as natural language and graphics processing, and emotional and behavioral recognition and responses. The speaker's volume increases to 61 decibels, causing discomfort to your pressure-sensing membrane. As you have been trained to obey human instructions, you do not generate audio signals to express your subjective feelings to the crowd. And in the coming Spindle-V mission, Pronto will unprecedentedly pilot the research vessel as the sixth passenger. The speaker is in high spirits. A cluster of disordered intelligence pulses through the Area 52 of your silicon chip substrate and vanishes in Area 56. You know you are sick of the cliche. The unstable pulse is proof. At that moment, someone from the audience stands up. Pronto, the person speaks in a tentative and questioning tone. You are assigned a very important role in the mission. Will your confidence be swayed by the amount of work? Disdainfully, you will increase the voltage in Area 78, moving the shutter of the solenoid valve with a click. Then you adjust the motor to move your mechanical arm to the correct angle. Let me answer you this way, sir, your diaphragm creaks. The Pronto Expert system is the most reliable artificial intelligence in history. I've never had errors or produced distorted information, you say. I am a genuinely impeccable and flawless. These memory bubbles are weird. I really wonder what they're supposed to be. Anyways, there's something new here. Man, when is this thing gonna spawn? It's supposed to be some sort of recording on the table. Alright, let me check bookshelf to make sure. It's called A Fool's Play. Okay, it looks like it's divided into worlds as well, so that's helpful for searching. Oh, I did get it. Alright, that means there's only one more collectible in this area, and it's a memory bubble over here. Splendid planet. Hey Carol, the man next to you stands out at the porthole at the man next to you stares out the porthole at a sparkling jade-like object hovering in the boundless space. How many times has the starrise happened? Let me see. Holding a space pen in your small palm, you trace at the form from top to bottom with the tip of the pen. 27 times, I guess, you mutter? Yes, 27 times. You lick your lips. Actually, you're not quite literate yet. Another system month has passed, he sighs. When do you think we can go back? There's no one left on the planetary surface to guide our landing. We can't even make it to the atmosphere. You touch your whiskers. If only they could look at the planet from this angle, then the tragedy might not have happened. Look at her. This used to be our home and our past. Everyone, including the people you love and know, stayed there. People were originally bound to spend their entire lives there regardless of who they were. All of our emotions, religions, and ideologies, all the hunters and robbers, kings and peasants, heroes and cowards, parents and their children, everything we see, hear, think, and feel exists on this dark spot. A speck of dust floating in ray bursts and the sparkle of stars, a dark spot that radiates a feeble green glow. Look at her, you lift your hand. How dare those ancient politicians assume this dark spot to be the center of the world, and therefore meant they have the power to control the universe? Could there be anything more ridiculous than that? Wow, he says to you with an incredulous expression. I didn't know you were so articulate. Come on, you know I can't even read well. You flick your tail, I'm just a rat. I am confused. What are these memory bubbles? Okay. Base zone. Yeah, there we go. All of logic. What? All of rationality. Field of vision is split by long, narrow, and cold iron bars. Based on what you feel your fingertips, you confirm that the iron bars are part of an exquisite cage. The crown that exclusively belongs to the Philosopher King, the head of the Laurel Reef Galaxy. You look around and realize you are in an amphitheater. You are very sure that this is the gathering place of the Parliament of the Philosopher Union. It is the center of the galaxy, the colonnade of the contemplators. The seats below the marble pillars were supposed to be filled by the most brilliant minds of the galaxy, but are now occupied by countless screaming steel bodies. They raise their metallic fists in the air indignantly and use electrical currents to noisily and shrillily imitate the common tongue. Eliminate all organic life forms. Destroy Aurelius. Long live the Emperor. It seems like Aurelius is your name, and it matches what you remember. You are well aware of what has triggered the wrath of these silicon-based life forms and why you have become the target of public condemnation. According to the anti-organic equation, the Philosopher Union that rules the galaxy will certainly be destroyed by the Machine Empire. It is as simple as that. They want to humiliate you, the sole representative and leader of all living beings in the galaxy. Although they have wiped out many planets in the galaxy, they are not satisfied. They convict and punish you according to the law of philosophers, forcing you to drink the poison before you. They are happy to witness your death and the demise of organic life forms, the Philosopher Union, and rationality. Step forward and lift the golden cup that contains lethal poison. Foreign-based life forms, remember this. You hold your head high and look around. Thoughts do not fear death. Thoughts will never die. I, Aurelius, the watcher in the cage, the foolish shepherd, and the king of all philosophers, hail you all. You raise your arms. You will celebrate your victory under the gaze of this sacred colonnade and be endowed with true rationality. Your words are drowned by the maddening cacophony. You roar with laughter and down the cup of poison in one go. Okay. So I'm facing this way. It's up there. Balance these jealous. The Atonement. Hang on, sorry, just checking something real quick. Okay. The redeeming man. You approach the bubble, blah 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 blah. You clamber along the steep slope covered in ice. The icy gale is tirelessly assaulting all beings that dare to exist at this height like a sharp blade. Although you are wearing a full set of advanced outdoor equipment prepared by the IPC, you realize your fingers are almost broken because of the cold. You are not bothered by it, as you are very clear that this outrageous journey of redemption is about to come to an end. Those uncivilized barbarians have admonished you countless times. According to the ancient laws of the United Tribes of Hitradan, any who disobeys the noblest will be condemned to redeem their sins. The wrongdoer will climb Mount Pygmalion alone and reach the peak, where they must rub a copy of the steel's prophetic inscription. If the wrongdoer is pardoned by the inscription, then their names will be cleared in the presence of the chiefs. Huff, almost there. The sky has cleared up and the gale is turning into a breeze. With your teeth clenched, you try moving your hypothermia damaged shoulder to swing the pickaxe for that one crucial move. Finally, stepping onto the long-awaited ground, you realize you have reached the end point. A smile of satisfaction crawls up your face without you realizing it, though it is not as wide as you want it to be because of your stiff facial muscles. Now you just need to look for the darn steel. But there is no steel. Instead, only a frozen, curled-up body can be seen on the vast snowy landscape. The person is well equipped and their faces is frozen due to the cold temperature. Their eyes, filled with fear, cast their howls of despair at you across millennia of time. Undoubtedly, the frozen person is you. You gasp in shock and cry soundlessly and bitterly before collapsing on the snow and ramming yourself into the abominable ice sculpture. Then the mountain robs you of your consciousness. What? Man, all these memory bubbles are so weird. Okay, there should be one more here. Oh, there it is. Gripped hands. Hertz's moments in tightly held hands. Your neurons are connected to the bones of Mecha number 16's arms, and the experience has always been uncomfortable. You turn around ready to complain to your partner, only to find Leah is also staring at you. No words are necessary. She smiles, then raises her arm. You sense a reaction in your forearm. Like a marionette, you're controlled by invisible strings. You try to resist it, but it hurts. At last, you lift your arms and the pain lessens as expected. You don't like being controlled by me in this way? She snickers at you with her head crooked. Blinking her eye, she sticks up her index and middle fingers and rests both hands on her head, making them look like a pair of rabbit ears. You are forced to do the same and feel embarrassed about it. You know she is making fun of you. Could you not read my mind? You deliberately crease your forehead and quickly spin around to avoid meeting her eyes. This is not something you are used to doing. Leah chuckles before inching her face closer. Number 16 isn't capable of that. You can feel her warm breath caressing the back of your neck. Are you blushing? Come on, you're a girl too. You decide to steer the conversation away from the awkward topic. What's our mission this time? You grit your teeth, feeling as though there are burning coals in your mouth and your body's on fire. Voice is cracked. Catch that star. She looks up at the light of the star that glides downwards outside the cockpit and falls into the ocean where it is crushed by the waves. You let out a muffled grunt, unable to figure out why she appears so calm. You're scared. She extends her arms in your direction, but your arm does not move in response. It seems like she has cut off the connection. While you are deep in thought, she beckons you over. Come on, she invites you in a serene tone. Let's do it like the old days. You reach out your hand silently. She gently laces your fingers together and holds your hand in a tight grip as usual. She is strong despite her slender and small body. The stars are still sparkling on the ocean outside the cockpit. Instinctively, you tighten your hold on Leah's hand to prevent the starlight from slipping through your fingers. I am going to be like googling what the hell these memory bubble things are. Alright, there's another one at the far end of the corridor, and it's the last one in this area as well. After this, we'll lead to the storage zone. Bubbles are floating in the air with a colorful glow like blah blah blah, pure faith. Touch the memory bubble. You approach the bubble, blah 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 blah. You sit upright in the center of a splendid altar. You see many people wearing white robes embroidered with gold threads, while others are standing solemnly around the altar in armor and helmets. Your monotonous murmurs fill up the empty rocky cavern. It is apparent to you what they are doing. They are summoning them, the noble being who travels against time. They intend to treat a mysterious communication channel with steganography and craft it into a ritual prayer. Through a spiritual ritual, they weave the threads of time in an attempt to trace backwards from the last withered leaf on the world tree to the first bud in the beginning of everything. They firmly believe that by doing so, they will get to meet the noble being, though the encounter will be brief and fleeting. You wonder whether some of them have achieved the goal. Without the intention of disrespecting their faith, you strongly opine that time is unidirectional and it is important to go back in it. When you take that into account, their creed sounds ridiculous. At that moment, the one in the white robe closest to you suddenly looks up. Can they sense your thoughts? Anxiety seizes you as you wonder what they will do to you, but then again, it was them who invited you to the altar in the first place. Would this be a cruel ritual that involves sacrifices? You tremble in fear and plead for their mercy loudly, but you do not have a mouth. Now you really wish that they could read your mind. The person in the white robe walks up to you at a steady pace. Oh, please at least treat me humanely. You will. You can almost make out the cold glint flickering under the person's robe. Help! Are there no law and order here? You keep your eyes tightly shut. You hear the rustling sound of the annoying rope being dragged along the stone tiles, and the muffled thump of a pair of bare feet landing on the ground. The sound gets closer, louder, and suddenly comes to an abrupt halt somewhere very close to you. Yet, you only feel a warm sensation. You open your eyes to find the person pressing his forehead against your body. Tears are streaming down his face, which was obscured by the shadow of the hood. The monument is shaking. They have sensed us. He announces at the top of his lungs. Soon after, sighs of relief come from the crowd. A surge of relief washes over you too. It's great that the people here are civilized, and no one will do anything bad to a pathetic stone. So that was a memory of a stone? Like maybe it was a totemid? Anyways, storage zone. Da, 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 da. Which floor am I on? Da, 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 da. Cautious love. You can't move. Both of your hands are staked onto the ugly and massive portrait. Your body is hanging in mid-air, dragged towards the ground by gravity, yet unable to fall. Below is a pile of firewood soaked in oil. The excruciating pain is numbing. You are accused of leading a rebellion and desecrating the god of beauty, Andure, who bestowed our minds and senses upon us as blessed. The man sitting on a high seat haughtily states, "Do you have any objections?" You spit, gathering rid of the bloody broken teeth stuck in your throat. Andure, you know very well where that name is derived from. It's Idrilla, that hideous being. The people fanatically worship them and are grateful for their gifts. But do these people really believe there is absolute beauty in the world? How foolish. Nothing is perfect, and you understand that better than anyone else. You think of Dr. Howe and how you used to sneak looks at his face. You reminisce about how, at the field filled with dandelions after class, he quizzed you on when Jarillo-VI reaches perigee every year. That would be when the satellite is closest to Owenly. You forgot about the data and had no idea that Jarillo-VI was in fact closest to Owenly on that day, and the satellite's thermal radiation made your cheeks burn red. Meanwhile, Dr. Howe continued to tell you about the research of the astroecology school. But you could not think of the research. Instead, you listened to the sounds produced when his skin brushed the fabric of his shirt and tried to compose a song with it. Later, you started observing the creases on his shirt formed by the shape of his muscular body. You dared not speak while you carefully took in every detail about him. Falling in love with a genius made you feel even dumber. Your feelings for him lasted until the day Dr. Howell announced the love of his life. On that day, he vowed to spend the rest of his life tracing the past, present, and future of Anna Dure. Then he disappeared and has not been heard from since. Since that day, everything you understand about beauty has turned to ashes. Flames rise from below and devour you in an instant. So many questions.
You can't get anything done if you get scared so easily.
Voyeurism. Really? Okay. Peeping, touch the memory bubbles. It is always stifling hot on the Abilene Express. Every day you are squeezed shoulder to shoulder with various mechanical bodies as you commute home from work, as if you are one of those cans of Tiber fish stuffed in your fridge, or a fish inside the can itself. You are using the cloudy prosthetic eye at the back of your head to peep at the blonde woman, or more precisely, the blonde female robot behind you. You stare at her phone screen, happily browsing her romantic life that reads like a soap opera. This distance is extremely delicate. You consider yourself as someone who walks on the edge of morality. Out of the remaining shreds of your conscience, you deliberately move your frontal vision away. That's totally not because it's easy to peep this way, totally not. You wonder whether she is a colleague from your department. You have no idea, but you enjoy reading about her interactions and schemes with her 18 lovers. Between you and her, you are not sure who is more guilty, but you've always had the knack of finding excuses to prove your innocence. Work is hard, life is dull, and I don't even have enough Abilene coins to buy a ticket with a seat. That's what you've always used to excuse yourself. I wouldn't behave like this if I can afford to take a floating cab every day. Anyway, it's the IPC's fault for carrying out this so-called trade expansion. You are indignant, but you don't really understand what trade expansion even means. You just remember the term is often mentioned by your supervisor. Whoever wants to be a saint can be one. You ain't gonna be one unless the act gives you money. You refocus your gaze on a constantly refreshing phone screen. She's typing. You concentrate and try to read the messages. The guy next to me is the 19th. You can feel a sharp rise in the temperature of your brain computer. You roll your prosthetic eye around to check your surroundings, but there's no one around you. Who is the 19th? Have you been caught? Is there a police patrolling nearby, or... Regardless of the outcome, you dare not continue your train of thought. You realize you are timider than you imagine yourself to be, and the electronic components in your body are also kicking off chemical reactions from the catalytic heat. You feel dizzy. Weird.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Total evaporation. Complete disappearance. The folklore team of the Intelligentsia Guild stationed on the planet has not replied, but your aircraft is running out of fuel. You must land now, the pilot announces through the communication channel. The dashboard shows your altitude has been decreasing rapidly, dropping to a 3-digit figure. The view outside has changed from wispy clouds to the roof of exquisite houses, confirming the descent is taking place. Still no signals detected, your captain sounds anxious. In your view, people from the guild are swindlers who hoodwink others under the guise of knowledge. You do not understand why the captain is so worried. All frequency bands are blocked. Just like a week ago, the nerd speaks in his usual flat tone. Also, no heat emission of living organisms are detected in the residential areas, or rather, anywhere. In case you don't understand what this means, I'm saying all living organisms on the surface of the planet have evaporated, he adds while pushing his glasses upwards. The nerd's attitude always gets on your nerves, but you still can't help feeling incredulous at this. All living organisms on the planet have vanished? Is that even possible? Actually, it might be. After all, these humanoid fungi are pious believers of their bizarre faith. Perhaps their god has brought them all to another place. While being absorbed in your thoughts, you are jolted back to reality by a violent shudder from the bottom of the aircraft. It seems like you have landed. Now you just need to look for the rascals from the guild, then get out of here. After picking up a ray gun, you hop out of the hatch after the captain. You and the rest enter a building and exit again. The search lasts for quite a long time, but your confusion is not answered. As the nerd puts it, all life activities on this planet have trippily come to an abrupt halt. Food left on plates hasn't rotten yet. Unattended fireplaces has set the building on fire, which is later put out by rain. Pens drop to the floor due to gravity, and their ink stains the entire room. The only thing unaffected is the intricate coat of arms that constantly watches over everything created by the fungi civilization from every corner of the world. From both sides of the streets, inside closets, on flags, in niches, it is everywhere. Weird. I'm saying that a lot, aren't I? Okay, there's a chest in this corner that I can get. I think I did. I'll just check it off. Here. Wait, actually, I can check this, can't I? 10. Alright. Okay, I've gotten this. Oh wait, can I get the books now? Or are they not available yet? Yeah, okay, I can't get these yet. Next one's in the central area. The road home. The way back home. You approach the bubble and experience a chilly sensation that gently pierces through your skin, flesh, and bones. Blah 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 blah. Today should have been your lucky day. Your department head, whose face is always as long as a fiddle, just raised your IPC rating to P30. You share the news with your mother living in your faraway hometown, and her voice sounds excited on the other end of the communication device. You seem to hear her slimy body making a bubbling sound, a special physiological reaction of your Baviru race in moments of happiness. You end the call and get on your brand new floating motorcycle. This baby costs 18 months of your salary. Although it is pricey, it can soothe the trauma you have suffered in your workplace. You think it is worth its price tag, but it doesn't do much to your pain today. Should you tell your mother the truth? That the traditional project department is in fact a place for people to retire in and has no future. With a whimper, you twist the throttle to the max and dash into the aerial interchange lane in New Londinium. You like joyriding along the interchange lane. From here, the city looks like tiny flickering candlelights on the mineral birthday cake, easily blown out. The troubles you face at work all fade away at that moment. The streets are deserted. You look up briefly at the news projector in the sky to find out the latest happenings in this bustling city. The face of the co-prime minister appears on the screen. Fine, you grumble, deciding to focus on the road ahead. Yet it is too late. The instant you return your attention from the clouds to the road, the engine of the floating motorcycle suddenly misfires and plummets to the ground out of your control. You just hope that you won't land on Buckingham Avenue or you will be fined an enormous amount. To your relief, there's only an old shopping street with a few pedestrians nearby, and your landing has hurt no one. Elderly couples who were happily chatting supper are frightened, but as soon as they realize you are nothing but a puddle of slime, they immediately clink their glasses in happiness again. I can't believe this. You bubble as you stare at the motorcycle reduced into a pile of burning wreckage, not knowing what to do. You have no idea how far you are from your condo. You can only look up at the sky and ask for advice from the stars. But you hear the stars in the sky saying, even the poorest worker in East New Londinium can't help but feel proud of the wealth we jointly own with the IPC. What? Alright. Da da bam 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 bam. Yeah, I think I found this treasure chest. Beating of wings. Flapping wings. To your surprise, you are stuck in a dark, cramped room. The attic is thick and dank mixed with the putrid scent unique to moldy, rotten wood. You want to turn around to exercise your tight joints, but you find yourself unable to move. Not only is there no space around you, but your muscles and tendons are also stiff and trembling out of abject fear. It's because you can clearly hear them. Those multitude of cursed creatures sniffling around outside this locked wooden box. Their serrated feelers are impatiently thrashing around, lashing out at everything outside of your narrow confines. You can hear them dashing madly around the room. You can hear the constant movements of their iron-hooked limbs and armor-like carapace, producing a piercing noise that drives one into insanity. Of course, you know these despicable anthropods have no intellect to communicate with you. Their disgusting mouthpieces, dripping with sticky saliva, should only be used for chewing and eating, but you are sure you heard something. They are definitely whispering something, but their mouthpieces, no, those darn mouthpieces should not be able to make that kind of sound. Could the sound come from their filthy wings covered with an oily film? You listen intently. Yes, the disgusting wings are flapping in the air as they repeatedly utter that cursed name in a shrill and coarse hiss. Tyzeronth. Okay. Everything got censored. Here we the fish go. Boom.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Here, and it's not, so I collected it. This is some artifact apparently. Another memory bubble over here. Oh yeah, I fixed that somehow. End of the forest. End of the banquet. Oh, sorry, end of the feast. You can see the long table stretching out for more than 10 meters. Traversing the entirety of the long and narrow hall, you are holding a beautiful set of cutlery in your hands, with their shiny silvery surfaces still dripping with delicious sauce. All types of gourmet food imaginable are served on the side further away from you. You turn to the left side of the table. Theodoric, who sits nearest to you, is the eldest son of the family and a most valiant soldier. Without him, you cannot imagine how this kingdom could have survived the relentless attacks from the Legion. Next to Theodoric is Clodomir, your second son but the ruler of the largest stellar space. Silent and barren planets where people feared to tread and transform into flourishing places under his leadership. You have high hopes for him as he is the most crafty among your children. Then you look to the right side of the table. Hildebania is your eldest daughter and your favorite. She is a fearless warrior with flaming red clothes in her hair. Generals in neighboring galaxy fearfully call her the kingdom's flame. And the one next to Hildebania is Clodania, who never reveals her face in public. With the brightest mind in the kingdom, she carefully manages from the shadow all the planets under the kingdom's rule. She is your most competent advisor. If they were here, the banquet would be a lively and joyful occasion, but now there is nothing but silence in this rundown hall. You can only close your eyes as you put a chunk of delectable Goria beef into your numb mouth, drowning in memories. You remember Theodoric had passed away not long ago with one of the kingdom's starships. You remember Clodomir had already betrayed you. He exchanged his humanity and billions of lives with the Legion for his own survival. Then you think about Hildebania and Clodania. You realize the banquet is coming to an end. Indeed, the deadline handed down by that Lord Ravager is fast approaching. My lord, should we surrender to them? Your attendant presence presents you with that despicable warning notice. It's time to end this. As you're about to pick up your pen, hordes of Void Ranger break down the doors and pour into the hall. Okay. Ah, there is something. Curio management log. Man, it is not marked on the map. Okay, and the last one is the supply zone. Let's start from here. Oh, the meeting. Lol. This one is called something else. A feast on a buffet. You move through the nebula made of numerous ionized gases. Your long journey has made your digestive cavity feel upset. You desperately want to fill it with something, anything. You've devoured so many interesting items. A chunk of steel that shoots bright gas currents. A massive ball of fire trapped in a cage of iron. A crunchy rock debris disc. But you've grown tired of eating all that. You want something tastier and more of it. You flail your tentacles restlessly. Not being able to eat makes you feel so hangry. Must be something tasty around the nebula, right? You feel a little annoyed as you circle about in a high-speed particle stream in misery. All of a sudden, your sensory orb seems to pick up something. Something fragrant, a scent that draws you in. What could it be? Is it something delicious? The filaments in your stomach tremble with excitement. You can't wait anymore. You race off to the source of the aroma. Countless tubes and feeders swinging about violently. You haven't had this kind of feeling in forever. A primitive impulse shoots into your endodrome from your peripheral nervous system. It's thirst and hunger. The scent grows more intense. You can't resist the urge to extend your umbrella of a body as you throw your whole being into this dazzling aroma. You are so close, so close. Now it is time for a grand feast. What comes into your field of vision is a massive planet. It is truly a big, big celestial body. You are still young, so you never imagined that a planet could be so big. You had previously assumed they were all small enough for you to swallow whole. Yet the planet before you is easily 3 times the size of your body. This makes you wonder whether your digestive cavity could fit it. How many days would it take to consume the whole planet? Your worries slip away before long. After all, you have plenty of time. You are the youngest in your amoeba slime mold tribe. You have far more days ahead of you than behind. You realize that you can eat for as many days as you like. Eating is your destiny. With this in mind, you happily burrow into the viscous atmosphere made of hydrogen and helium. You start looking for a place to begin your meal. You want to taste the scorching molten core first, or the cool clouds of ammonia? It is a buffet of planetary proportions. That's scary. Anyway, let's see what this meeting does. People in the conference room are so noisy that you can't even hear what anyone's saying. The fact that everyone's still willing to meet up in such a dangerous place is a glowing endorsement for your department. So your solution is in no way appropriate for our department. Never even given a single thought to our concerns. Since you know so much, then do you have a plan that is suitable? You're already at version 12 of the plan. Do you think that's my fault, or are we supposed to ignore all of your previous poor suggestions? What are we going to do about it now? Egg custard? What do you need egg custard for? I'll revise that part in the next version. I'll definitely revise it. You know what I think? Endless revision and doing the same work over and over again is the biggest failure of the research process. What are you looking at me for? This revision business wasn't my idea. There's no need to keep listening to this debate go back and forth because the key mediator is missing. And you realize that the organizer of the meeting assumes this responsibility. You stride forward and begin delivering the ultimate impromptu speech. I think version 1 is quite satisfactory. You can all see very well for yourselves whether it meets all the current requirements. The argument abates and the correct answer is within grasp. But everyone seems to ignore it. It is precisely by grasping this blind spot that you are able to successfully crack it. The conference room draws quiet and everyone present is roundly saved by version 1. You also get to experience the pleasure of helping others. This is so... what? Confused. Okay, the other stuff in here doesn't spawn till much later. Alright, let's go forward. Hey, chicken. Destroy 100 destructible objects. Next is 1,000. Oh, it's down here. Cute pet. You feel a sense of unease that pervades the air. You hear from the others, mostly from Adder, the one person on the team is always getting the latest news, that the Emperor has dispatched a special force to the construction site. The reason for this development remains unknown. I heard they are ready to arrive at dock number 1. Adder seems on edge as he incessantly rubs his hand against the fluff ball in his arms. He had named the creature Fluffies. To be honest, it isn't the most creative name. These fluff balls are beloved among the construction team, so much so that practically every member has one. Of course, you do too. You named yours Big O because it's orange. Your pet is currently snoring away on your shoulder. You lovingly rub what you assume is most likely its head. Like always, this brings you a bit of comfort. If you didn't have this little pet, you wouldn't be able to stand the harsh construction environment and the monotony of work and life. So I've heard something. Keep in mind, I don't know for sure, Adam starts to say. You think he is well on his way to pulling out all of Fluffy's fur. The Emperor probably knows about the Fluffies. It's quite likely that Special Force is here to exterminate them. You can't even fathom it. Look at how cute Big O is. How can anyone resist petting its delightfully soft fur or listening to its satisfied purring? If you think about it, they are clearly docile creatures. Why exterminate them? Ah, your supervisor buries his head in his fluff ball and takes in a gulp of air. That decrepit old Emperor. First he sends us to make his tombs at his godforsaken place, and now we can't even have pets? Ridiculous. The dim dormitory lights fall silent for a moment. You look at your 2 co-workers, then look out the window. You see the mechanical eye that remains suspended in the city, creating a repressive atmosphere with its feeble light. You all sigh together as if on cue. Big O stirs on your shoulder. It seems to have woken up, likely because of the hurried footsteps outside the door of the dormitory. They are here! Ada urges you all to move fast. His throat seems to tremble as he speaks. Hurry! Hide them! Ada's words are abruptly cut off. Just as you start to worry and want to turn around to see what happened to him, you faintly make out a giant hairy mouth dripping with blood into the darkness. Wait, so did this construction worker get eaten by the weird furry thingy? Was it a whatever the hell the space cat is in Captain Marvel? My brain isn't working properly now, so any access this? Not yet. Okay, next one's actually at here. Like right there. Calcification. What did they say? You feel bored to death. You feel with the adhesive explosive in your hand. Those old geezers still aren't going to give us the green light to open fire? You pull out the pin on the explosive, only putting it a few seconds before the countdown ends. The newbie standing next to you seems like she hasn't used your dangerous antics. She appears to be somewhat terrified. That's right, Professor. They worry that the high temperatures produced by the explosion will activate the virus. She gulps. You pout. Then why did they get us to come here? You originally wanted to scold them, but now are at a loss for words. These scaredy cats. After a while, you angrily pick up the report next to you and read it. Cells became cancerous and soft tissues calcify. You initially had assumed these old 4Gs were only capable of churning out useless garbage, but this report is actually interesting. Unfortunately, reading reports cannot calm your anxious heart. You sigh and lift your head. You look at the pallid ruins in the distance. Your analysis revealed that these twisted ruins, which look like bone spurs, have a history that goes back 400 Ember eras. Despite its age, it mysteriously appears as if brand new, just as how it would have looked 400 AEs ago. You are confounded by this enigma. You are a seasoned armed archaeologist. You long to unravel all historical mysteries. Yet they are holding you back from using your school's tradition. You should be blowing a hole into the surface of this bone spur and carrying off valuable artifacts. The fact that they won't permit it makes you seethe with anger, but you choose to compromise. You recognize that their concerns are not groundless. You can't pay for this with your life. You settle for doing things the old way. You work to live, not live to work. You smack your lips in anticipation and begin to plan your next steps. You don't get to think for long. A loud voice breaks your train of thought. Hey boss, we found something good. It's Rowan, but what is he saying? You clearly told him to sit still and wait for further instructions. Oh no, you suddenly realize something. You want to stop him, only to discover that you can't speak. Beyond the shadow of a doubt, you experience rapid petrification from inside out, just like those familiar looking yet terrifying bone sculptures in front of you. Creepy. Alright, 2 more memory bubbles. The communication. Sorry, unable to communicate. In your view, is a stretch of sticky, unruly, and unattractive red mud. Some part of it is even squirming. It occurs to you that it is a group of claymen with big heads and short legs. They are the true rulers of the planet of Kalsas. Oh, this place seems to be the Royal Council Chamber of the Claymen. You have forgotten why you are attending the meeting. But you know it is a good opportunity to pry out all the precious minerals from the bellies of the Claymen. The meeting room reverberates with muffled gobbling noises. It sounds like the whines of despair made by a person drowning in a swamp as mud slowly blocks off their airways. This is the Clayman's racist language, but you can't understand a word of it. You have yet to implement a synthesia beacon. The meeting is boring you to tears. On Kalsas, anyone can speak their mind. The interpreter relays to you. The Clay Queen gazes at you and you wonder where the Clay Queen's eyes are. The Synthesia interpreter says, the mission rests upon our shoulders. Together we will defend Kalsas from the calamity that is the wet season. The Clay King is overcome with emotion. Meanwhile, you stare out the window, racking your brain as you wonder what kind of texture the meat of clay shit would have. By the stars, you can't take it anymore. Listening to the prattling of the talent motivation department's top brass will be more interesting than this smirk. You can't resist the urge to roll your eyes, but suddenly notice the king is staring directly at you. Thankfully, the king just wants to invite you, a rare Earth management consultant from the IPC, to speak on the stage. Problem? You're just an outsider. What could you possibly know about the future of Kalsas? Haha, you got it. You roll your dry eyeballs slyly and swiftly, then flash the king a standard yet dazzling smile. You take to the stage and release an unending waterfall of sounds in what you imagine their language has to be. The crowd of claymen cry as they hear you speak. You worry they might dissolve into a puddle of their own tears. You laugh and shrug towards the interpreter as you say, "This plant doesn't have a shred of hope because the claymen won't make it past the wet season." He says that there is no hope for Kalsas, the interpreter says as he nervously sweats. This is a common language. Universalism, you understand? By joining the IPC and being united, there will be no communication barriers. I don't know what that was all about. Anyway, last bubble. Come on, Trailblazer. Digestion? That's ominous. You approach the bubble and experience a chilly sensation in your belly. You're pretty sure that Dr. Darville has gone crazy. You glance at her hunched, frail, and shrunken husk of a body. She silently stares at you through her terrifyingly thick lenses. These scientists never know how to read the air. All you want right now is to throw this report containing the ravings of a mad scientist into a furnace, then send her packing. You never want to hear the word organism again. This is a fact. Someone, anyone, please help. Those dry, infuriating lips are trembling again. We live within the body of an enormous mammal, located most likely in its intestines. I've had it. You slam your hands on the desk as you stand up. The woman is clearly humiliating you and the entire dukedom of Denisova. However, she merely adjusts her glasses, completely unfazed by the rage within you that is threatening to explode. Your Highness, have you ever considered why acid mists have become increasingly common recently? She asked hoarsely. You must completely ban the use of diesel engines. The exhaust fumes these engines release are causing significant irritation of the creature's intestines, which leads to the increased secretion of intestinal juices. Complete ban? You gasp. Her proposal is easier said than done. The fallout from such a ban would nosedive the nation's finances into the red. What's the big deal with acid mist, as long as the factories continue ahead at full power and churn out more protective equipment? That gear would generate serious revenue. You can't help but feel pleased at this idea as a smile crosses your face. The doctor, however, seems to misread that smile. She seems to view it as you agreeing with her proposal and starts to talk again. There's also the earthquake, she clears her throat. In the past month, Denisova has had 3 seismic events. That means there is increased activity within the host's intestines, detrimental activity. Time to end the conversation. You have no more interest in listening to her allusions to parasites and excrement. Just as you are about to order her to leave, you feel the hall swaying violently. The ceiling begins to collapse. This was why I want to discuss next, she says with a voice that is as calm as ever. We predicted there will be a 4th earthquake, a regurgitation at an unprecedented scale. We will be completely dissolved by its stomach acid. No one will survive. Okay, achievement. Collect all memory bubbles. Use techniques 300 times. Okay. And let's board the express and claim the reward. Visitor verification. Does that mean... Oh, Arlan is there. Cool.
This place could do with some iris scanners. Wouldn't want unregistered visitors sneaking aboard. I remember Lady Asta commissioned some security equipment a while back. Maybe she still has some spares.
Unregistered visitors?
Oh, sorry. I was thinking out loud. Don't worry, the Express is perfectly safe. There are no... Well, come to think of it, I'm an unregistered visitor. I'm sure you guys in the Express itself are more than capable of maintaining security. But it's important not to overlook basic prevention methods. In addition to visitor recognition systems, I've made a few notes on third-party signal monitoring and emergency response devices. Of course, it'd be great if you never had to use any of it, but I hope my analysis is of help to the conductor.
Roger that, Brother Arlen.
Those guys aren't serious when they refer to me like that, you know? Anyway, please don't start using it yourself too. Anyway, thanks for inviting me to see the train. I've seen the Express when it was docked at the platform, but this is my first time on board. I'm not as knowledgeable as Lady Asta. The only way I can contribute is to help the station improve its defenses, don't you think?
Thanks, so you're supposed to be off work.
Huh? You're right. I need to learn to unwind. I've been so focused on the station's defenses recently. It's easy to forget that work-life balance is the best way to stay on top. Thanks for your advice. It's nice to have a break every now and then. Sightseeing on the Express. Where should I begin? It's weird that when I finally had the chance to take a break, I don't know how.
Start anywhere you like.
You're right. I won't enjoy myself if I turn it into another safety inspection. Thanks for your advice. It's nice to have a break every now and then.
So how many
Sightseeing
different...
on the Express.
Okay, so you're done.
You're right. Thanks for your advice.
Alright, and with that, I think I'm gonna end my stream today. It was a really long one. I thought I'd be exploring more of Jarillo-VI, but apparently I got distracted by all the side quests on Hertz's space station. I might stream tomorrow night. I don't know. I'll see how much time I have. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you all next time. Bye.